gathering of umpires and players.
I'm loving all the coaches in purple. It's fantastic. Embracing it.
Yeah, James Sake has got the scarf, and Damien McMahon also with the scarf, and they will both be with us post-game. So players just lining up and they're getting just a photo being taken here. Umpires are in their Indigenous uniforms today, designed by local Josh James, whose heritage, though, is in WA on Noongar land. And the photo has been taken.
They're pretty special too, aren't they?
They are really nice. Which are the design which are also being worn by AFL umpires as well. I saw what you did there, Joe.
They are
what?
They are the best. They are the best three umpires in the competition here. So
Jones, Ganache and Brown.
Jones is looking for a bit of signal from us at the moment. He's wondering whether we can go on with the game. But they're the best in the business, these three. So there's no excuses today, Jace, from them.
I'm glad you said that, Kirsch, because one of them asked me if you needed clarification on the holding the ball rule.
If they could, that'd be great. So I should expect no confusion today.
All right, winner in margin today, Laurie Hill. You're talking to all your fans, but who wins and by how much today?
Bell Park by 6 points.
Bell Park by 6 points for Lawrence W. Hill. Birchie?
Newtown by 12.
Jace?
Mark Senjov says Newtown by 3 points, so I'm going to go. Good Senji, look at him, hey. Is that a green can in your hand there, I see? That's a nice little Saturday afternoon, isn't it?
It's a 7-up.
Hey?
Bell Park for me by 15 this afternoon. Kirsch, pull out your pendulum.
Strap yourselves in, folks. Here it is.
Here it is. It's back.
Slight amendment. We've gone on averages because they've played 6 Newtown, so we've just divided their average. So Newtown are plus 143 in the offensive column. Bell Park are plus 58 in the defensive column. That gives Newtown the advantage with a plus 85-point swing. We divide that by 5 games played, given the average. Newtown win this by 17 points, Jace.
There you go. There you have it.
It's back.
The Oracle.
Let's see how close the pendulum is today.
The Oracle.
We'll go around the ground. We'll go around the grounds for Leopold Sporties throughout the afternoon, but we're not too far away from bounce. Teams have huddled up and now break. Newtown will head towards the northern end of the ground. Oh, we need to do a head-to-head. Thank you for the reminder. Have you got a head-to-head?
I have, Kingy, and guess what we're having today?
What?
It's a Lloyd off.
A Lloyd.
We're having a Lloyd off. We have got Matty Lloyd versus Ben Lloyd. Both of them are prolific. They're both ball winners. They're both important to their side on the outside. They both give them drive. So today, Matty Lloyd from Newtown and Ben Lloyd from Bell Park. It's going to be a Lloyd off. Who has the most influence from the Lloyds today on each side?
40 touches for Matty Lloyd, 18 marks when they met in round 15 last year. Ben Lloyd is eighth in the GFNL for rebound 50s with 30 through the opening 5 rounds of the season, averaging 6 a game.
Unbelievable figures, and we'll see both of them today on the outside doing their thing. So which Lloyd has the most influence on the game, Kingy?
James Worm had a tough afternoon against Ollie Northam last week, and he gets Cam Wilkinson this afternoon.
Doesn't get easier for him.
Yeah, so Ollie Bridgewater, with that delayed concussion, still sidelined. We won't see him until after the break. It's opening quarter action about to get underway from Elderslie Reserve. Thanks to Harvey Norman, Coroe and Warren Ponds. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. A really good crowd has assembled here on a Saturday afternoon for the Zoe Kennedy match. Umpire Steve Ganaccia with ball in hand, and he is ready to go. Umpire Adam Jones, umpire Josh Brown as well. But importantly, Lamal running the boundary line. He's not too shy, and we're underway. Here's Jason Doherty on CarrickFootball.live.
Worm goes up early and gets it down for Bell Park as well. The handball came out towards centre wing for Bell Park, kicking into the Minerva Road in his first term, and they get it going through Sarcevic. Jack goes with a left foot kick inside 50, punched away. Oh, free kick for a hold. Ooh. And it's going to Bell Park. So I think it's Alex Pocock who's just remonstrating with the umpire going, I didn't really do anything that bad. But Eli Pearce is pretty happy because he's the recipient of the free kick and will shoot for goal from 20 outside angle.
It's an interesting one early, but get in there. That's like we said before the game. Bell Park like to get in there quick and give themselves a chance. No fuss.
So Pearce, who's playing deep forward for Bell Park in this first term. This is going to be a very hot start. Less than a minute played so far. And he's going to come in right foot kick, and he has
goaled it.
basically missed it.
He has.
He has. He has missed it to the near side and through for one behind. So that's not the ideal start for the Parkers with a free kick. Only 20 out from goal. So it's one behind. Bell Park, Newtown yet to score. Harvey Norman, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard.
Brayden Hocking has started back. We'll keep an eye on Wombat Gully Plant Farms. Hocking driving a ball towards half back. O'Dwyer back with a flight, couldn't complete the mark. Dragons have got numbers. Falling to ground and having a fresh area with a handball was Gorman. Picking up his Condi, try to get a handball away to Gennaro Bove. He's taken in a good tackle by Tobin. Going nowhere. We'll get a ball up point of the square, almost at left half forward for the Parkers. They lead one behind to no score. Minute and a half played on the Barham Foods time clock. Wilkinson won the tap down. Lucas did the roving though for Bell Park. Drives them inside forward 50. Low down, no mark taken there by Pearce. Coming through and laying a really good tackle was Jack McMahon, and we'll get a stoppage about 25 from the Dragons goal. So they've been in their front half for this first couple of minutes. Can they capitalise with a goal? Doing the ruck work was Pearce, but they're going to come away with it here with a free kick to O'Dwyer, who had a massive afternoon last week. Will O'Dwyer, the former Noosa star, 40 disposals and 10 clearances in the old-fashioned shootout against Lara. Into the right back pocket he goes. Rory Diamond with the footy. Drives it towards the outer wing, looking for Foppiano. He just palmed it down nicely into the path of Lloyd. Chance to run here. McMahon now with the socks up. Sends a kick inside forward 50. Missed Matic coming off 6 last week. They'll look to clean up defensively here through Worm, the Dragons. Now a handball away came from Boyer, and they'll get out of trouble.
Well, they're just about, because they're going backwards in a hurry. They might get a free kick for a hold. I think they will. Umpire Ganachia helps them out there with a free, and they come across half back to Ben Worm.
Not allowed anywhere near goal, Ben Worm.
Goes towards centre wing. He goes out wide with the kick. Tom Pearson's there for Bell Park. He can't pick it up. It's a 2-on-2. The ball came out quickly for Newtown, close to the boundary line. They get around the corner. Charlie Byrne tries to get it towards a teammate, and he can't do so effectively. It's out of bounds on centre wing. Mark West wing here at Elderslie Reserve. We're going to have a boundary throw in.
No Joe McDonald this afternoon
No.
for Newtown.
Ed Bowyer has the job on Matic down deep, so that's an interesting matchup. Bowyer back for his first game.
Boundary throw in. Wilkinson winning the tap down. O'Dwyer on the footy. Handball James Worm. It's going to come back to be a free kick, according to umpire Brown, to Will O'Dwyer. Actually, might have been umpire Ganachia giving that one. O'Dwyer plays on. Runs around away from Maris, kicks it inside forward 50, lands at the feet of Matic. The matchup Boyer for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. He couldn't pick up the footy. Bow the handball back to Matic. Old straight back gets a handball back to Zach Walter. Tight angle, curling ball. Not bad from Zach Walter. What a snap from tight in the left forward pocket in front of the McLean Pavilion. Good start for the Towners, as Zach Walter snaps a goal from about 35. One straight 6. Bell Park one behind. That is a cracker from Zach Walter.
Yeah, I just watched a couple of Bell Park defenders, and they were just happy to sort of drift back into the corridor and defend the corridor, and they just allowed the couple of release handballs out the back, and they got a shot on goal. So Bell Park probably just need to go a little bit more man-on-man in that situation and not give them an opportunity to get a shot inside forward 50.
So good start for the home side. Liam Nash starting on the bench too for Newtown, straight onto half forward flank. Nice luxury to have. Wilkinson gets it down the middle for Newtown, but Bell Park through pat and go inside 50. Sarcevic can't take the mark. Pushed away from him, close to the boundary line. Can he pick it up? He can. He's pushed over the boundary as well, because right in his back pocket was Jake Toolman. And we're going to have a boundary thrown in between wing and half forward. Bell Park attacking to the eastern end of this first term. We played 5 minutes. Time clock thanks to Barham Food sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong. Boundary throw in. We're short boundary throw in as well. Worm from behind. Gets it down. Front though. O'Dwyer for Newtown. He got it out wide. Walter to McMahon. Close to the boundary line around the corner. It's a 3-on-1 for Bell Park, but they haven't picked the footy up just yet. They're going to get a high tackle now and going to get a free kick. And that's coming back as Wilkinson gives away the free kick, and it's going to go to Maris.
Fraser Maris with it. Driving a long ball into the right forward pocket, looking down there for a fly. Nihill got high. Did he take the mark? Has it been paid? And if it has been, that's a Hamlin hanger from Jake Nihill. That's a really good grab from the former Bendigo Pioneer. And he'll have a shot at goal and a chance to kick the Dragons' first of the afternoon. He's right of centre, about 35 metres out at the eastern or city end of the ground. So one of the new additions at Hamlin Park. right forward pocket. Well, that's a shank off the boot. That's gone straight across the face of goal. Knocked into the pocket. Pigeon's there. He'll receive a handball. A little 1-2 with Sarcevic. No, didn't go back with it. And now, now a goal. Well, I didn't see what's unfolded there. I was just following what was happening in back play, but a goal kicked for the Dragons. Help us out there, Kirsch.
Yeah, what's happened is he's picked the ball up in the forward pocket and had a snap, but there was a Newtown defender who thought the ball was going to bounce over his head, but it actually went knee height.
Mick Waters.
Mick Waters has kicked the goal from, what, half back?
So good result there for the Dragons. They kicked their first of the afternoon. Opening quarter action thanks to Harvey Norman, Coroe and Warren Ponds. The Dragons 1-1-7. Newtown and Chilwell 1 straight 6.5 minutes played on the Barn Foods time clock.
Yeah, that was poor defensive play there by Newtown, just allowing an easy goal.
So back to the middle, Wilkinson. Worm goes up way too early. Umpire says play on. Walters in there as well with Isaac Wareham. But Bove gets the short little kick away. But the Parkers work hard across half forward to try and get the footy out. Patton goes wide. He does. They're able to reload again and go quickly. McMahon goes inside 50 with the kick. Good mark by Charlie Sarcevic in the pocket. He just stood there and stood his ground, put his jukes up and took a great grab and will shoot for goal from about 45 metres out on the boundary line. But weather-wise, Birchie for South Point Garden Supplies, not a breath of breeze, I don't think, to hinder any kick from this pocket.
No, perfect conditions, so no excuses.
Oh, pressure now.
Tight angle.
From Birchie. Sarcevic keeps it low and has missed. Nice and early slap too from the goal umpire. So through for one behind. And they go to 1-2-8. Now Bell Park. They lead Newtown 1 straight 6.
Hocking drives it long towards the outer half-back flank. It clears the head of Matty Lloyd and rolls out of bounds. And we'll get a boundary throw-in as Hocking had come out of his defensive goal square when he kicked it. I think it was untouched, but with the rule the way it is, if you come out of the goal square to dispose of the footy, it's not out in the full from the kick. Wilkinson against Worm. Wilkinson grabbed it out of the ruck, jammed it on the boot. That barely went 15, but the mark's been paid to Condi. Condi's turned onto his left boot, sends it long. Nash slipped over, back with the flight, judged well by Benstead. And then Benstead laterally with the kick. It's a well-weighted ball to Ben Worm. But he's marked inside defensive 50. He can go short, and presenting and juggling and taking the mark is Eli Pearce. He's kicked 8 goals from 4 games, so averaging 2 a game. The recruit from White Hills, his kick is okay and stretching. Pigeon is marked in a very high number 81. That's a big load to carry on your back. Thank you for that. That was poor, middle of the ground. I'm not talking about the kick. That's a high tackle, surely. Free kick coming for Jack McMahon. Not hard to take Jack McMahon high, not a huge amount of him. He'll quickly play on. He's kicked a little half volley. It's picked up nicely by Lloyd, who swings onto his right boot, sends it looking for Sarcevic. Defensive spoil was good to knock it away from him, and then tracking it hard and running away defensively might have been Reed. Chance here for the Towners, and the clearing kick comes. In fact, it was Charlie Byrne. His kick, though, not great towards half forward. Dragons can clean up, and a chance for Lloyd just to settle things, although that's a dangerous kick, although back with the flight. Maris couldn't complete the mark. Ball at ground level. Will it get locked up by Wilkinson and Bove? It does. It's not coming out. We'll get a ball up at the edge of the centre square, favouring Newtown. They lead, trail, I should say, 1 straight 6. Bell Park 1-2-8 opening quarter action, thanks to Harvey Norman, Coroe and Warren Ponds.
Wilkinson in front, gets it down, rode by Condi. Rode the bump and got the handball away to Walter, who breezed past and then got the footy inside 50. Good kick. Matty Lloyd on a long lead, 55 from goal. Liam Nash is saying, kick it to me. He goes in that direction. Benstead, though, and he's got some support as well. And the Parkers just behind the ball, nicely set up. They get it to Ben Worm in the back pocket. Oh, dangerous, though, then the kick. Mitchie Diamond came up and smothered the footy. So good frontal pressure from Newtown's forwards. And they lock it in there, 30 out from their goal.
Yeah, just a little bit too slow with ball in hand then, Jace, but there was no movement up the ground, so he had nothing to kick to, so he just held on to it a little bit too long.
So throw in. Foppiano doing the ruck work for Newtown in the forward 50. Comes to the front. O'Dwyer got the handball away to nobody in particular. Tobin puts a tackle on. Nash again getting in there. Maris, he's pushed off the football by Foppiano and will get a free kick. Umpire Jones right on the spot. And there will be a free kick to Bell Park just inside defensive 50.
Fraser Maris receiving the free kick, concedes some ground. Back to Lloyd, back from Geelong after a couple of seasons of impressive VFL footy for the Northeast product. He goes laterally into the left back pocket to Ed Boyer. Boyer next to the behind post in the left back pocket. He went to go the corridor to Maris, but now keeps it along the boundary on the outer side and has turned it over into the waiting arms of Charlie Harris. Harris comes inboard, and O'Dwyer has been busy for Kerrs Higher. Plenty of numbers being racked up by the 45 this afternoon. Into the pocket for Nash. Kicked too much on it. Boyer happy to see it out of bounds. Boundary throwing. What key numbers you're keeping an eye on for Kerrs Higher this afternoon, Kirsch?
Just the inside 50s, clearances, marks inside forward 50 and intercept marks at the moment. Bell Park have had 3 marks inside their forward 50 to Newtown 0 at this stage.
Right forward pocket boundary throw-in. We'll go around the grounds for Leopold Sporty shortly, but Werribee with a 52-point win over Collingwood in the VFL from the boundary throw-in. Bove at the back of the pack put his head over it. So did O'Dwyer. He's been omnipresent in this opening 11.5 minutes of play on the Barwon Foods time clock, but he can't escape the clutches of a tackle there. And we'll get a ball up about 20 out from the Newtown goal in bright sunshine on this late autumn afternoon.
So ball up, getting it down, double fist at Worm for Bell Park, falls in the arms of Matty Lloyd. Handball by Maris was okay. He got it out, and now Boyer goes wide, close to the boundary line, about 50 out from goal. In fact, it's on the full. And it's going to be a Newtown free kick. It's going to be Charlie Byrne with it.
It's getting more mullety every day for Charlie.
It's not a great looking haircut there. Goes with a great kick though, because he can kick the goal, and he's just been touched on the line. So it was a good kick, but Bell Park again pushing it through defensively. So 1-1-7 Newtown, Bell Park 1-2-8 Harvey Norman. K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Lloyd's kick in is straight up the middle and marked comfortably by Merkovic. Kicked 4 last year in the clash against Newtown. Kicks to the wing, looking out there for Tobin. Couldn't mark. Good spoil. Hocking, front of the pack. Handball. Lazaro fires it back to Byrne. Byrne laterally. Well weighted ball. Charlie Harris has got it. Back of the wing. Harris concedes some ground. Back to Byrne, and they're just happy to play some tempo footy for the moment. You look to switch the play inside defensive 50, and they'll move it from one half back flank to the other. Reed's got it now. Just beckoning somebody to come towards him, and Lazaro is at target. He's got it back of the wing. He goes laterally with a well-weighted kick, and they'll look to build. Chance here for Kane Reed. Reed will go very, very wide, and it's a well-weighted ball, and it's Charlie Harris, who I think had it in this exact position about 35 seconds ago.
He did, and he'll go forward this time, looking for Foppiani. Oh, great mark, Benstead coming up. Hamlet hanger contender from Steve Benstead. Just rode on the top of Connor Foppiani and took the grab. It's a nice little slips catch it was, and he goes short with the kick. He's trying to build through the middle. Bell Park. The ball with Gorman. Going to play on now. Goes to centre half forward with a kick over a number of heads. Reed put a hand up, couldn't take it for Newtown. Handball forward towards Pearce. He gets ripped off the football quickly in the left forward pocket for Bell Park. And I think the Towners are happy to see it over the boundary line. They are, and we'll have a boundary throw in that left forward pocket for Bell Park.
Real defensive game at the moment, Jace. We're seeing all players push up the ground, and there were 17 players from Bell Park in the defensive 50 there at one stage.
Wilkinson in front of the pack, won the tap down, roving, done by O'Dwyer. He's been outstanding this afternoon. His lateral kick is okay. Now look to attack from inside defensive 50. Pocock's kick. Asked a lot of Mitch Diamond, who wasn't able to trap it in game 100. He's turned it over. Chance here for the Dragons. Kick on the bounce is good. Ben Worm finds a teammate. Bouncing, rolling ball, hit the post. Wasn't a bad effort from Eli Pearce. Kicks his second behind of the afternoon. Would have been some sort of goal. Got the bounce over the defender, but cannoned into the left-hand behind post. 139 playing 117.
Kicking quickly to Charlie Harris. They go outboard Newtown at half back. Short little kick comes towards Mitch Diamond, who takes it right on the point of the centre square at half back for Newtown. Goes to the outer side. Long lead. Nash got 3 against him. Handball back in ball was okay. Short little kick from Ned Harris, trying to get Bove. Can he pick it up? He can't at 50. Needs some support. Foppiani came over to help out. Coming the other way though, and was Bell Park. McMahon got it. Short, quick, and now they're just settling the play down again. Gorman has it at half back. Drives it down the line. Long kick. Newtown with the numbers. Got a hand up. No mark taken. Was from Pocock. He needs some support. Coming the way, Tobin for Bell Park. Couldn't pick it up. He's on hands and knees. Throw it away to Pearce. Pearce gets it on the outside. Close to the boundary line. Kick back towards goal. That is an amazing kick from Tyler Pigeon. I was waiting for it. You're an idiot, Kirsch. He was on the boundary line 45 metres from goal. in the left forward pocket, and he looked like he was running away from goal, kicked it across his body and put it through for his first of the afternoon, and the second for Bell Park. They go to 2-3-15. They lead Newtown 1-1-7. Harvey Norman K-Rock first quarter scoreboard.
Bill Laurie would love him, but that was a fantastic goal. The way the game's being played at the moment, the only way you're really going to score freely is out the back, because everyone is getting up the ground, and it's like a seesaw effect at the moment, and they got one out the back then and had a free shot on goal. It's a terrific goal, though.
Wilkinson won the tap down against Hill, roving by Ned Harris, jammed it on the boot towards half forward, runs through McMahon and Benstead. Nash, he just feigned a handball, then stepped back inside. The kick wasn't great for Maddock. Rolling ball attacked okay by Finn Hoey, but then he had to lay a tackle after losing the footy. Umpire says, give it to me. About 25 out from goal. We'll get the ball up. Condy, the last man up for the Towners. That was the first goal of his very short GFNL career for Tyler Pigeon. Just game number 3 for the Minyip Matoa product from out in the Mallee region from the ruck contest. Wonderful bit of roving done there, fired by Jones, and now the clearing kick is almost going to land in our box, but Walter was able to take the mark and then quickly turn, missed Wilkinson. Nash on the bounce, a fumble, just fired a handball indiscriminately towards McMahon. Maris bounced off McMahon of Newtown. Now the clearing kick from Lucas towards half back. It's a 2-on-1 chance here for Toolman. A high left foot ball inside 50, but back with the flight mark. Well judged there by Zach Merkovic. And he'll take the kick, and he'll look for a teammate who slipped over in Lloyd. So he found it on the bounce, but not before Hocking was there ready to drag him to ground right on the 50-metre line, and we'll get a ball up. Towners in attack, but they trail by 8, 1-1-7. Bell Park, 2-3-15. Zoe Kennedy Foundation Day. Check out zoekennedy.com.au.
A ball up, centre half forward for Newtown. Wilkinson just tried to distribute it to Ned Harris. He gets the handball out. Walter couldn't take it with him for Newtown. Well, that's a push in the back. Bove gave away that way too easy. And it'll be a free kick coming back to Jack McMahon at centre half back for the Parkers. So Jack McMahon now comes broadcast side towards Pearce, who's presenting and taking another double marker and gets it and wants to draw a player and gives it away by hand. It's okay, and gives it to Matt Jones, who goes to half forward. Big pack there. Well, that's an indiscriminate free kick, I would have thought. Going up there with no intention whatsoever to try and take that. Well, there's a couple of Bell Park players, so the Towners are going to take the free kick, and they're going to go lateral and backwards towards Toolman, who wants to go to the outer side. Dangerous kick to Reid, who kept his width and took the mark just inside defensive 50.
Long way from home. Kane Reid, the former Geelong Falcon, sending it towards the wing. Not a great kick. It's off hands and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Probably not one of his best. And we'll get it tossed into play on the Autumn Street side of the ground. All quiet over at Drew Oval this afternoon with St Joseph's at Leopold. We'll keep an eye on those scores for Leopold Sporties. Also, the Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups. Townsend Road in Moorlap. Anything you've picked up, Kirsch, matchup-wise, we should be keeping an eye on?
Just the Harris Ben Warm one's a good one. Matty Lloyd and Merkovic. So Merkovic's going to have a fair bit of running to do today, but he started strong, which is a good start for him. And Bove and Benny Lloyd. So there's a couple of good little matchups there within this game.
Yeah, Bove will be kept busy too. From the ruck contest, Maddock doing the ruck work, won the tap down, then did his own roving, had his kick smothered and deflected out of bounds. And we'll get another stoppage. Great crowd here. Just they're 7 and 8 deep in front of the McLean Pavilion. Maddock got it, grabbed it out of the ruck and then just hacked it forward. A high ball looking for Foppiani. Can't mark. Good defensive play by Boyer. Hands of the pack. Benstead received it from Merkovic after Lloyd got involved. Centre kick wide, looking for Charlie Sarcevic. Sarcevic on his right, kicks towards half back, bouncing ball, asking a lot there of Pigeon. He did okay, Pigeon. A handball back inboard from Maris, back to Pigeon, in tight, not too bad, although he missed Sarcevic and Condy cleaned up. Handball to Hocking, 55 from goal, sends it long, and it'll roll out of bounds out of the outstretched arms of Boyer. And we'll get a boundary throw in left forward pocket at the Western or Old Cement Works end of the ground. 2-3-15 Bell Park. Newtown and Chilwell 1-1-7 as we approach 20 minutes played in this opening quarter of action. Bowen Foods time clock. Bowen Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. And of course, you'll find them Donga Road in North Geelong.
Boundary throw in. Foppiani for Newtown. Gets it down to the front. Past a couple of plays. Benstead, though, came on. Got one high and got the handball away. Oh, good tackle. Condy made sure the ball wasn't coming out. Good defensive play again in Newtown's forward 50. And Nick Condy gets up. Lockie Patton was on the bottom of that pack, and he gives the ball back to umpire Ganachia. Nachos is going to put the ball in the air, 35 out from the Newtown goal. Goes towards the boundary. Patton again lost the footy and the tackle. Umpire said play on. Goes to defensive 50 for the Parkers. Wilkinson stands there. Handballs over the top to McMahon. Inside to Mitch Diamond. Gets it away to Toolman. 55 out. Long kick to the goal square. It's a 2-on-2. Punched away. Good play by Ed Bowyer. And it's through for a rush behind to the home side. They go to 1-2-8. They trail Bell Park 2-3-15. Harvey Norman, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard.
Merkovic with that strapped right knee. Sends a high ball towards left half back, looking for a marking target and finding one. Nihill's got good hands, and he takes, there's not a lot of him, Nihill, and it's an awkward kicking style, but he sends it effectively towards half forward into the path of Maris, although Wilkinson got him in a big bear hug, forced to spillage. Burner handball to Walter for Newtown, fires it forward 20 metres by hand to Kapala, who turns and kicks on the half volley, picking it up, trying to turn his man inside out and slipping over and going out of bounds. Might have been Jackson Bruin, and we'll get a boundary throw. Good to see Jackson Bruin getting an opportunity at senior level as we get a boundary throw in at right half forward.
So Wilkinson gets it down to the front of the pack for Newtown. Dwyer roved it beautifully, got around one, didn't get around Jack McMahon, dropped the footy. Great tackle by McMahon, wants to play on. Lockie Patton said, I want to run away. The umpire said no. Come back, and it's going to come back to Jack McMahon on centre wing on the outer side. So McMahon, they come to Bowyer. Boyer. At defensive 50, dangerous kick. Foppiani comes at it. It's a one-on-one. Foppiani keeps the pressure on. He goes to ground. He needs support. Diamond comes over for Newtown as well. It's a 2-on-2. They've done pretty well there, Newtown, to keep it from 60 from goal. Pack develops, and they're going to have another attacking opportunity here. Just some dangerous little kicks across half back there, Kirsch, for Bell Park.
He might join the Trump,
Eddie
Trump crew for kicking Monday to Friday. Tev Duffy, Ed Trump.
Yeah.
There's a few of them.
There's a few of them.
From the ruck contest, I'll have another go. Patton with a clearing kick. Oh, but it's knocked by Byrne to his own advantage. Did well. Handball over the top to Toolman, who had a little fumble, but the fumble was back towards Byrne. They're going to manage to stuff this up. And Nihill was really good. Picked up the loose footy, lost it in the tackle. That'll be holding the ball, will it? It'll come back and be a free kick or a ball up. Let's see what they've decided here. Paiganacci, everybody's a little bit confused. I think it's a ball up. So I think it could have just been play on, couldn't it? Either way. Umpire will put it into the air. Wilkinson and James Worm going at it. Wilkinson winning the tap down to the front of the pack. Charlie Harris on hands and knees, trying to knock it towards O'Dwyer, who's been a little bit quieter in the second half of this opening term after finding plenty of the footy. He's wrapped up in a tackle going nowhere, and we'll get another stoppage. Bell Park holding an advantage in this opening term for Harvey Norman, Crow and Warren Ponds. Tapped down by Wilkinson. Chance here for McMahon, sending it on his left boot for Bell Park towards forward 50. No mark. Nihill off the hands of the pack. Hocking was clean. Feigned to handball. Wants the corridor. And that is an enterprising kick marked by Harris. Charlie gives it to McMahon.
Does, and McMahon goes to the outer side with the kick. Saw something coming from behind. It was Zach Walter who took the mark right on centre wing. Goes to half forward. Punched away from Matty Lloyd. Good defensive play from the Parkers again. Ball in dispute. Sarcevic can't pick it up. That's high. Umpire says no. He'll come in and ball it up. Round the grounds for Leopold Sporties. Port Arlington 32, Anglesea 14. Down at Anglesea. Don't look at me like that, Gear.
Benadju's back.
Well, he's a 3-goal player for him because they're up by that. Ball from the ruck contest. Goes inside 50 for Newtown. Oh, just indiscriminate from straight back. Matic. No, not going to get away with that, Lukey boy. Boyer gets the free kick in the back pocket for the Parkers.
Ben Lloyd marks in front of the McLean Pavilion and a big crowd here on Zoe Kennedy Foundation Day. Lloyd sends it towards half-back, looking for a mark from Wareham. He had to play spoiler from behind at the foot of the pack. Diamond dumped in a really good tackle by Worm and holding the ball, says the umpire, says Rory Diamond had time to release the footy. And he has to give it up. Handball off to the run of Merkovic. Merkovic just back of the wing, Westie's wing here at Newtown. Losing in the sun, I reckon, there was Eli Pearce. Ball's knocked away towards Bove. Wilkinson, good handball release. Charlie, Ned Harris pulls the kick beautifully for Lloyd.
Lloyd now 55 from goal. Open goal square. He goes now. Nash is there. Comes back to it. Gets a hand to it. Benstead made sure he wasn't going to do anything but just get half a hand to it. It's out of bounds for a throw in.
Did I see Liam Nash try and pull the hair out of his eyes as he flew back for that mark?
Might need one of the
Headband.
Yeah, I was going to say, might need a headband, or you know what? Here's an idea: have a haircut.
He needs Bruce Dool.
He needs something. Boundary throw in. Matic used the body, not effectively, said the umpire. It's a push, and it's going to be a free kick. And the straight back, he's not happy today.
No,
he's given away a couple early.
Three free kicks this quarter.
Right.
So he's on minus 16 in the Supercoach points at the moment.
Right, that's good to know. And it's going to be James Worm with the foot with the free kick. He handballs it over the top. They're trying to work their way out of defensive 50. That hasn't worked effectively because they kicked it out of bounds on the full. Good play, Matty Lloyd, to keep the pressure on. And now the ball is with Toolman, who's 50 from goal. He just puts it into the pocket. Dangerous kick, but got there just in time. Mick Condy took the mark. And he will shoot for goal from 35 out on the boundary line, but on the right side for his little left foot, which he'll be able to bring around. Matty McMahon, you got no hope of going short. Mick is going to go short now to Matt Lloyd, who was coming out from goal, took the mark and will shoot a better angle, about 30 out from goal.
Colac 26 lead Grovedale 8, Leopold 26 lead St Joseph's 9, North Shore and Geelong West no score registered yet. St Albans 8 trail South Barwon 33, St Mary's 37 lead Lara 12 for Leopold. Sport is your complete family venue.
So Matt Lloyd, west end of the ground. Late stage of this first term here at Elderslie Reserve. Zoe Kennedy Cup Day, he comes in right foot kick and has missed it to the far side and through for 1 behind. So they go to 1-3-9 Newtown, Trail Bell Park, 2-3-15 Harvey Norman, K-Rock. First quarter scoreboard, think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
No Joel Bennett, no worries. Corio 6-2-38 lead Thompson 2-1-13. When would have Cryo last won at Godfrey Street?
1992.
Straight up the middle, and the kick of Lloyd is marked comfortably by Ned Harris, 55 from goal. So they'll go back inside forward 50 again. The Towners pulls a kick into the pocket. Nash or Matic, his target. Good spoil, knocking it to ground. Wareham will clean up, right back pocket and look to deliver a kick. Sends it towards half back, but it's not a great kick. And it's straight onto the chest of Toolman. Toolman a high kick. That's not great for Bove, who back with the flight couldn't take it, but Merkovic could, and he hit the ground running with a bounce. Put a handball over the top to Sarcevic, and Charlie's away on the outer wing. Tucks it under the arm and goes with a bounce. He steadies himself now, runs to 52, sees an open goal square, rolling ball to the goal line. Did he get a boot on it on the line, Jack Sarcevic? Yes, he did. Just got his foot to the ball. And the Sarcevics combined for a major, and Bell Park now lead by 12. 3-3-21, 1-3-9. And Merkovic was the one who created that off half back with a bit of aggression and got things moving for the Dragons.
Well, it was a terrible kick inside forward 50. A kicked it to the fat side. B kicked it to 3 Bell Park players. C kicked it to no Newtown players, Jace. So Bell Park, obviously, Merkovic set up well behind the ball, and they've been really good behind the ball, Bell Park, today. And they just took that away in numbers. And that's that slingshot footy. When they get high up the ground, they can slingshot forward, and that's what they do, and they're dangerous at it.
Neither ruckman get an effective tap, and it's a free kick, and it's a bit of a push, and there's a bit of explanation going on from umpire Jones. It's against Wilkinson, and it's going to come back to James Worm. So he's going to take the free kick in the middle for Bell Park. And he handballs it away to Pigeon, who runs past and goes towards half forward with the kick. Toolman stood in the middle, couldn't take the mark. Walter for Newtown, got it away to Byrne. He gets it on the left foot as the siren sounds for quarter time here at Elderslie Reserve. And it's Bell Park 3-3-21. They lead Newtown 1-3-9.
Haven't beaten the Towners since 2018, but have started well. Goals to Jack Sarcevic, Reece McWaters and Tyler Pigeon, while Newtown Chilwell's lone goal coming from Zach Walter was an absolute cracker to open the goal scoring this afternoon. A goal of the afternoon contender, but they find themselves trailing by 12 points at the first change. We'll take a break. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Go local for fuel, food and great coffee. It's Saturday afternoon football. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Live, breathe, K-Rock footy.
Winchelsea 26, Bellpost Hill 19, Werribee 32, North Geelong 15, Inverleigh 32, Geelong West 20, and East Geelong 34, Anakie 14.
It is a very even competition.
It's strange.
It is it's great.
No, it's great. No, it is great. It's a tipster's nightmare, but it's great.
Belmont Lions have never won 7 in a row.
Well, they're going to be tested today by the looks of it, because Bannockburn are at home and they're on. So.
And would be chastened by their loss last week. 10-goal losses at home by Bannockburn are a rare thing.
Would have been a large week on the track with Ronnie, I would have thought.
What did you make of the opening quarter for the Sporting Globe, Matt Kershaw? Eat, drink, sport, Ryrie Street in Geelong. 50 screens to watch all the sport you could ever imagine at the Sporting Globe.
Well, Newtown won the inside 50s, 15-11, but they were wasteful. They've only had the 4 scoring shots going inside forward 50. Some of their kicks were inside out barrels. They were missing targets. But in saying that, on the back of that, Bell Park were pretty well set up as well. They rebounded well. They marked defensively. They were just set up so well, like Ben Warm and Matty Jones and Boyer and Merkovic. They slingshotted really well. They're a high press team, Bell Park. So once you get the ball up, turn it over, they'll get you out the back and they'll move it quick. And that's what they did on several occasions and got it inside their forward 50, and they made you pay. And that's exactly what they did to Newtown. Boyer is holding Maddock. They don't have Flynn Young in the side. Who in that forward 50 is going to stand up and get some shots on goal? No one at the moment. Do they have to make a move and get a hocking forward or something like that? Because at the moment, they are just not potent up forward. So they generate enough. We mentioned it before the game. They will generate enough ball inside forward 50, but who's going to stand up and keep their goals at the moment? Bell Park, defensively sound, and they're on top, and that's why they're on top.
Some of those key numbers thanks to Kerrs Hire, 100% locally owned and operated in Geelong. Jane Birch is standing alongside the coach of the Dragons in James Sager. Birchie.
James, you'd be at that start, the intensity and also the effort of the boys all over the ground to get really well set up behind the ball.
Yeah, it was a good start. I was pretty happy with our mids. We got beaten around the contest last week, so our mids that quarter were really good. We've got to go again. Probably could have had a bit more reward if our polish was a bit better, but a positive start.
And your key defenders are doing a great job down there. Newtown won the inside 50 count, but every time it's gone in there, it's been hard work and lots of intercept marks. They're really making them earn it down there.
Yeah, winning on halving contest. Probably our positioning was out of whack at times. Well and scrambled, and then on exit we had some moments where we could have been cleaner to ask a few more questions on them, but overall very happy.
Thanks. Good luck for the second half.
James Saker there with Jane Birch. All our interviews down boundary side, South Point Garden Supplies. 15 Boneyards Avenue in Torquay, right behind the Bunnings. Just waiting for this big crowd to exit Elderslie Reserve. It is a cracking crowd here this afternoon. It's a cracking afternoon as well. You could not get better for this time of year, Kirsch, in terms of conditions.
Great day, great cause, great two teams going at it, and absolutely, Kingy. It is a great day of football, that is for sure.
We'll stay across all the scores for Leopold Sporties. Collingwood 50 lead, Adelaide 33 in AFL action. Umpire Brown with the footy in the middle, just waiting as we get this second quarter underway. Thanks to Morris Business Class Finance. Morris Business Class Finance, asset finance by Geelong people for Geelong people. Call 1300 for Morris. And the Eagles want us to let you know about their Club Gala auction night on June 22 here at the LZ Reserve Rooms. Live auction and silent auction on the night. Drinks, 2-course meal and sweets by Steam Pocket. Cam and the team there as we get the second term underway. Here's Jace.
Yeah, so Wilkinson got it down to Matt McMahon, who wasn't going anywhere. Hamish Lucas was right on him. So a secondary bounce in the middle. Wilkinson gets it down again. Lucas gets one high. The umpire says no, held in. And it will be another ball up. So just on the attack side for Newtown. For Bell Park. Wilkinson gets it down. Beautifully roved by Zach Walter. Left foot kick to half forward. Benstead read it the better for Bell Park. The Dragons are going to be able to release again from half back. Stevie Benstead.
This is what they've done well all day, Jace.
Haven't they? And they go wide with the kick. And just settle the play down there. They go long towards centre wing. It's all Newtown though. Wilkinson set himself up on centre wing, took the mark 50, I think, too. Somebody ran across the mark, I would have thought. It might have been Eli Pearce, I think, who ran too close to Cam Wilkinson. So the big ruckman's going to come down. Well, really, depending on, Nachos has put him in a beautiful position, I think, for a goal. He's only going to be kicking from about 45 out.
Just the 7 goals in his 53-game career.
It interests me that handover 50, Jace.
Yes.
That was a handover 50 by the umpires.
Yep.
So is it a guesstimate? 50?
Yep. I think so. It's a bit Connor Giddings like. I think that's 75.
81.
And 81. And Cam Wilkinson's going to come in. Can he be beneficiary of the 50. He gets it going and he has put it through. The big fella, he's pretty happy too. He doesn't kick too many. It's a good start though for the home side. Exactly what Damien McMahon and the team would have wanted. And they go to 2-3-15. They trail Bell Park 3-3-21. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
Look, the entry going in wasn't great. Benstead took the mark. Then obviously they've rebounded through Matty Jones to a, well, Wilkinson mark. It's just a, that rule, that encroaching rule, the run through, well, I don't think it was a run through the man on the mark, was it? But the 50 was there and it hurts you at this level. Absolutely. Even Ruckman are kicking him, Jace.
Umpire Jones to put it into the air for Wilkinson to go against James Worm. James Worm may be winning that one. O'Dwyer put his head over the footy but couldn't pick it up. Patton did though for Bell Park. Sends it towards right half forward. Maris on a long lead. Bounced away from him and Rory Diamond. Taken cleanly by Reid, who gave it to Mitch Diamond, who had a little fumble. Turned it over. Sarcevic, that's Jack, giving it to Charlie. Handball back, but he set a teammate an absolute task, who was dumped in the tackle and it forced a spillage. Clearing kick. Wilkinson with another kick. Pumps it long. Foppiani the target. Couldn't mark, but front of the pack, Bruin was clean on that left boot, sends it towards a one-on-one. Boy, was he being held by Matic. He was the first to recover after the ball hit the ground. He was really clean in a one give and go with Lloyd, and then to Patton, kick back to Boy, he wasn't expecting it. Now a handball and they'll clear towards the wing. A high ball, chance here for Sarcevic, flew but couldn't mark. Overrunning the footy and leaving it behind was Maris. Sarcevic came again, Jack couldn't pick it up cleanly, and now it's going to bobble towards the wing. Byrne head over it for Newtown as it comes towards the boundary line, but they're going to get away here, Bell Park, with a kick towards forward 50. Charlie Sarcevic and Hocking over both their heads. Hocking went back and got it. Handball a little bit too hot for Reid. Wilkinson will come up with it and he'll look to clear for the Towners.
He does, goes towards Foppiani on a long lead from centre half forward. Can't take the mark. Condi's handball was good. Saw Walter out of the corner of his eye on centre wing. Goes with a right foot kick. Long inside 50. It's a one-on-one. Good mark. Lloyd took the mark beautifully. Matty Lloyd, and he's 50 from goal. He was looking for a pass, but there wasn't really anybody in a better position forward of 50 for a shot for goal. So he's going to go back now and have a set shot. His 45-degree angle, 50 out from goal at the Minerva Road or western end, eastern end of the ground. He goes with a right foot kick. It's not quite going to make the distance, and I think it's rushed through for a behind. It is Bell Park's defence working hard there. Another rush behind for the Towners, so they go to 2-4-16. Trail Bell Park 3-3-21. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
Margin at 5. Lloyd with the kicking duties for the Dragons. Sends it towards half-back. It's a well-weighted kick, and McMahon has marked. So a McMahon for Newtown in Matthew and a McMahon for the Dragons. He'll run from defensive 50 and send a kick towards the outer side. Wilkinson got a hand on it, couldn't reel it in. Nick Waters was there. So was Charlie Sarcevic. Tried to get a handball, but the boundary line beats them all. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in at true centre wing. Wombat Gully Plant Farm match-ups. I like the one of Kapala with Jack Sarcevic. That'll be an entertaining one between two young guns this afternoon.
Yeah, they've been at each other from the start, so that's going to be a great one to keep an eye on. But tell you what, Wilkinson behind the ball's been set up really well so far today, and they can't get it past him at the minute.
Doing the ruck work, winning the tap down. Ned Harris tried to give it to McMahon, and McMahon finds himself going under the fence, where thankfully there was actually a gap between the advertising hoardings, because if there hadn't have been, he was going head first straight into that Cotton On sign.
So boundary throw in. Worm, his ruck done changed. Wilkinson for Newtown. Thrown in now. Wilkinson just taps it down to Condi. McMahon over the top of it as well for Newtown. He can't take it. Now Hamish Lucas, slung as he got the kick away. And pushing the back, I think, going to be against Bell Park. It is. And Charlie Byrne. Oh, be careful, Charlie. Wants the footy back. And push Jack McMahon over. He's going to get the footy at half back for Newtown. Wants to come back, Charlie Byrne, to right on defensive 50. Short little kick, dangerous, but it's okay. Diamond Rory gets it and comes wide. Gets Kane Reid. He goes towards centre wing. Kapala takes the mark. Wants to drive it, just a short little kick. Oh, that's dangerous, because there's 4 Bell Park players. And one of them was Steve Benstead, who marks everything that comes near his way, comes in his way, and he gets it. And they go long towards Nyhill. Reid in front did well. Needs some support. Oh, he's held. He's going to be held now because he got up. Oh, the umpire very lucky, helping Kane out there. Minnie Bushy got away, and it'll be a ball up Right in front of the best seats in the house thanks to APCO service stations.
Go local for fuel, food and great coffee. APCO Cafe 24/7. Wilkinson winning the tap down, trying to clear space into the path of Harris. It was Charlie giving it to Ned. Handball off. And they'll run now with a kick towards Foppiani. And they'll send it inside forward. 50 man standing all alone because his defender slipped over. And the mark taken about 25 metres out from goal by Jackson Bruin. I reckon it was Benny Lloyd who just lost his footing in that little chopped up area about 30 metres out, just right of centre. And Jackson Bruin will have an opportunity to kick a goal. Playing just his 9th GFNL senior game. He debuted against the Dragons round 4 last year. And this to give his team a 1-point lead early in this second quarter of action. Jackson Bruin will kick from about 35, shouldn't miss, doesn't miss. Nice finish from the youngster. Bruin with his first of the afternoon and Newtown's third, and they lead by a point on the second quarter. K-Rock Business Class, Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard. Morris Business Class Finance. It's asset finance by Geelong people for Geelong people. Nathan Murray and the team. Check them out at 1300 for Morris.
Well, they're certainly enjoying a bit of ball in hand this quarter, Newtown. That's 5-2 inside forward 50s, and they've just got a couple of marks inside forward 50s. Matty Lloyd and then obviously Bruin then. So they're getting a little ball. They just need a bit more of a conduit between the backs and forwards at the moment. They just don't have that marking target from, say, centre-half forward or that hybrid half forward coming up at the ball. So I'd like to see a Hocking go down there and just be that difference.
Worm gets it down in the middle. Mitch Diamond's handball was okay to burn. Wheels on that left, goes towards half forward with the kick. Long lead. And can they trap it? Jackson Bruin across there again. He needs some support. Got it back to Matty Lloyd. Matty Lloyd, kick over the shoulder. Is okay. Bove made it better. Took the mark at 50. Wants to play on quickly, and why not? Because he has a teammate all by himself. Will O'Dwyer will have the set shot for goal from 50 out. And we saw him earlier in the season when he was playing forward. He loves a goal too. So we'll see how he goes with this set shot. 50 out directly in front.
West 19 lead, North Shore 8 for Leopold Sporties.
So Will O'Dwyer here, Minerva Road end of Elderslie, to make it 2 very quickly for Newtown. He comes in. That is a fantastic kick. Great finish for him and for the Eagles as well. They go to 4-4-28 and they lead Bell Park 3-3-21. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
It's a big kick from some little legs there, Jace, but what they did then, they just manoeuvred the ball around the top of the arc and they got 2 marks inside forward 50 and then they get a shot on. So that's got to be their goal at the moment, just making sure that they use those players that are sort of one-on-one or at least on their own like they have in the last 2 entries.
Just an injury update down here. Newtown's Luke Maddock came off very proppy on his right ankle, so he's getting that strapped currently.
St. John of God, we put you first. Thank you for that, Birchie. Back in the middle, Wilkinson winning the tap again. Patton dragged down in the tackle. He might have got a push in the back, according to the umpire, and the Dragon skipper gives off a handball very, very quickly. Gave it off to Ben Worm, who can drive a long ball towards right half forward. Lucas Hamlin, hanger contender, over the top, took the mark for the Dragons, turned and kicked quickly to the goal square, into the path of Sarcevic, and Jack's put it through and kicked his second. High-octane stuff there from the Dragons out of the middle. They won the free kick. They got it moving. Lucas with a really nice mark. And Jack Sarcevic's now got 11 for the season, playing game 49 this afternoon. Career goal number 46. And they lead, well, they trail, I should say, now by a point. 4-3-27, the Dragons. Newtown and Chilwell, 4-4-28. Second quarter, K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard.
You're not going to get a more dangerous combination, really, are you? Than Patton, Lucas, Sarcevic, all in the matter of 11 seconds, I reckon that was, from the clearance. So, if they can get that combination going throughout the afternoon.
And throw Ben Worm in there as well.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great contest out of there, that's for sure.
Wilkinson goes up and gets it down. Toolman in the middle, kick up and under, still in the middle of the ground. Oh, that's a great mark in the middle. Oh, the umpire.
Yes.
Oh, yes, he did see it. Good work. So the mark was taken by Kapala. Gives away by a hand to Walter. He goes towards half forward, but chopped off again. And Ben Lloyd takes the mark for Bell Park. So he and Benstead across half back, working well for the Dragons. He goes wide with the kick, and that's okay. Jones takes the mark. Called to play on now. Nash stands that mark. He goes along the line towards Nihill. Sarcevic goes up. Oh, that was easy. That was way too easy for Jack. He takes the mark on centre wing and plays on now. Goes with a left foot kick to centre half. Well, that is a beautiful kick. Jeez. Fantastic kick. He hits Lucas right there by himself. He wheels and goes straight away, and that's great play, Bell Park. They've moved the ball inside 50. Reece McWaters takes the mark and will shoot the goal from 30 out directly in front.
Well, it was a mirror image of inside 50s, a double mark inside forward 50s. It was almost the same way that Newtown scored last, with that 2 marks moving the ball quick inside forward 50.
So Reece McWaters, who's kicked 1 already this afternoon, this to give Bell Park the lead again in a seesawing battle here at Elderslie Reserve. Comes in western end of the ground. Finish off the good play from the Dragons. Goal umpire doesn't move. Straight over the head. So his second of the afternoon. And the 5th for Bell Park. They go to 5-3-33. They lead Newtown and Chilwell 4-4-28. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock second quarter scoreboard. And thanks to the Sporting Globe in the experts chair. Eat, drink, sport. Ryrie Street, Geelong. Here's Kirsch.
Well, it was on the back of good defence again, Jace. You know, Ben Lloyd gets it over to Matty Jones. Just had a good game, Matty Jones, a former Falcon, and then they get it inside forward 50 quick. Wilkinson fell over here in this contest. Probably didn't help the contest, but Sarcevic was strong. And it's just about that ball movement, getting it going quick, getting it into the one-on-ones or at least one-on-none as quick as you can, and that's what they did. That's when they looked dangerous, Bell Park.
6 games and 4 goals at the Falcons for Matty Jones. Umpire Jones puts it up in the middle. Foppiani doing the ruck work against Nihill. Walter doing the roving. Was able to fend off Patton and then jam it on the boot. A high spiral to about 20 out from goal. Back with the flight. Nash couldn't complete the mark, but found it at ground level. Tried to get a handball up to Bruin, but they'll clear here. The Dragons. Chance for Wareham into the pocket, or just half back, and he's got it to Charlie Sarcevic, who marks for the Dragons. Good crowd ringing Elderslie Reserve. There's Charlie Sarcevic on that left boot. Flirts with the boundary line. Almost kicks it to Birchie. And the spoil comes to knock it out of bounds. Kapala set himself to mark. Over the top, knocked out of bounds by Pearce. And we'll get a boundary throw in. True centre wing position. Westie's wing here at Newtown and Chilwell. And we'll have it tossed back into play as we've played just on 13.5 minutes on the Barham Food second quarter time clock. And just a little chill in the air as the afternoon gets a little bit deeper.
So Foppiani against Nihill. Foppiani gets it down beautifully to O'Dwyer. Roved it outside of the right foot towards half forward. Ball will run away from Matt Lloyd. Can't keep it in. And we're going to have our boundary throw in with Newtown into attack. They trail by 5 points. Middle stages of this second term here. Zoe Kennedy Foundation Day at Elderslie Reserve. Boundary throw in. And over the back, Foppiani tapped it down. McMahon for Newtown, couldn't take it. Wareham gets a clearing kick. Tobin on centre wing, went to turn and then fell over. He got the handball away to Pearce. He's close to the boundary line and wrapped up. The umpire will come in and do some work from the boundary. And right on centre wing, we'll have another boundary throw in.
I can't say how much fun it is to watch the Sarcevics run around. Having watched Ray at his absolute peak, well, when he came back from Queensland.
Jack looks like him. Charlie is him.
Yep.
How much does Charlie look like like Ray? It's unbelievable.
From the boundary throw in, back of the pack, Kapala, his handball stolen. And talking about Sarcevic, there's one of them, and it is Charlie stealing it. And he's brought to ground though, and we'll get a ball up just on true centre wing, broadcast side here at Newtown. Foppiani winning the tap down. Here's Sarcevic again. It's Charlie in traffic. Handball was just partially chopped off and it deflected back to him, the loose footy, and then he was taken in a tackle that's been deemed a push in the back by umpire Brown. Sarcevic holds back the handball, and now the left foot kick towards the wing, looking for Tobin. Had a little bit too much on it. Wilkinson couldn't mark, but his work at ground level was fantastic, but his kick let him down. He's kicked it straight into the waiting arms of Gorman at centre half back, and they'll look to run. Neat little kick from Boyer is okay. He'll get it back into 1-2 with Lloyd. Boyer, though, can't get back onto his left boot, but Gorman provided the run from about 60 metres. Drives it long to the goal square. Back with the flight mark. Yes! Hamlin Hanger contender taken by Pearson. And that gets the applause of the crowd. That's a cracking mark. Back with the flight, juggling it coming to ground. And Pearson with the Hamlin Hanger and the chance to push the margin out to a game-high 11 points.
It's just that quick ball movement again, isn't it, Jace? It catches those defenders off guard, and yeah, they just look more potent inside forward 50. That's the difference at the moment. Set up well behind the ball, look dangerous inside forward 50.
Playing just his 10th GFNL senior game, Pearson shot at goal and he has missed. Just rushed it. And the margin is 6 points.
It was more his kicking style. I think he really rushed his kick.
And he might need a visit to Kirsch, I think, on Monday.
Right, cheap prices this week, 50% off.
Oh, yeah, you're on holidays.
Yeah, on holidays.
50% of nothing is still nothing. 5-4-34. Newtown and Chilwell 4-4-28. 16 minutes gone on the Barn Foods second quarter time clock.
Hocking.
So it was cheap.
Hocking kicks it in from full-back right to the middle. Nash with the sit over the back, always going to mark it. Wants to play on quickly. Bove on the outside. Oh, he didn't know that Boyer was behind him, and he punched it away. Sarcevic, Charlie, handball, missed the target. Goes back towards half-back for Bell Park. They want to get a clearing kick. It's a 2-on-1 if it sits in. Is it going to Toolman across there for Newtown? And he sees it over the boundary line, and it will be a throw-in on centre wing. Parker's by 6 here. They've played 17 minutes in this second term. Barn Foods time clock. Barn Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road, North Geelong. Ball back in. Tobin comes across from half forward to centre wing. Little kick, neat kick towards Hill, who tried to get the handball away to Patton. He can handball further underneath, so good play. Wareham picks it up. Can he get around Condi? Diamond, in fact. He can't. Condi saw him over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw-in right in front of the best seats in the house. Thanks to Apco Cafe, 24/7. Go local for fuel, food and great coffee.
Game 100 for Mitch Diamond this afternoon. Ball hurled back into play, just forward of the wing, favouring the Dragons, and they lead by 6. Wilkinson, beautiful palm down for Matt McMahon, who hit it at pace. Centre kick towards half forward. No mark taken. Was good spoil from behind into the path of Worm, who in a 1-2 with Wareham gets it back, and then he fed it to Jones, who gave it back to Worm. Went to go one way under pressure from Bruin. Got a shank of a kick away. Lloyd taken high, was he? Umpire said no, you ducked under the tackle, and give it to me. I'll ball it up near the boundary line, about 3 metres in, slightly forward of the wing, favouring the Eagles. Entertaining clash. 5-4 playing 4-4. Ball pinging around here at Elderslie Reserve as we wait for the ball to be thrown into the air by umpire Ganachia. Wilkinson maybe winning the tap down roving, done by O'Dwyer, dribbling a kick forward for Newtown towards the boundary line. Lloyd tried to keep it alive, did so successfully. Worm received a handball, and then he kicked it out in the full. I reckon he didn't need to put that on the boot. Had to find another option, couldn't, and it's put it out of bounds. And it'll be a free kick and a chance here for Zach Walter to send the Towners inside forward 50.
So Walter on the boundary line. He goes into the pocket, and coming out was Maddock, who is back on the ground, but it got chopped off. Standing in the way was Matt Jones for Bell Park, off hands and out of bounds for a throw-in. In fact, no, he's going to pay a push in, and it was to Jones for Bell Park. So, short little kick, dangerous. Maddock puts some pressure on. Can Bove make them pay? Right foot kick round the corner. Yes, he can. Yes, he can, Gennaro Bove. Roved beautifully at the front and was able to work around on his right foot and kick the goal, his first. And dangerous kick from Matt Jones deep in defence for Bell Park, and scores level here at Elderslie Reserve. 5-4-34 apiece, Morris. Business Class Finance, K-Rock. Second quarter scoreboard.
I won't put him in the Monday to Friday kicking group just yet, Jace. He's been pretty good today, Matt Jones, but that one not so good. And you can't give Gennaro Bove a sniff around goals, because he is the one that'll make you pay, and that's exactly what he did. He's a nice finisher. He's a talented footballer. He's just finding his way back into a bit of form and some continuity with his footy too, Gennaro Bove. It's great to see.
Hopefully get a chance at Werribee this year where he's listed. Wilkinson winning the tap down. Chance to clear here for the Dragons. Gorman, a handball over the top. Wareham confronted. Handball was partially impacted by the tackle, coming through and winning a free kick for too high with the Dragons. Might have been Lucas who will win it. McMahon, in fact, it was. Now a handball forward. Wareham will run onto the loose footy. Tight against the boundary line. Wonderful smother by Reid for Newtown. Sees it out of bounds, and a boundary throw in left half forward. All tied up at 5-4-34 apiece. 20 minutes played on the Barwon Foods second quarter time clock. Barwon Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you. Donga Road in North Geelong. Wilkinson front position doing the ruck work from behind. James Worm won the tap, then did his own roving, freed the arms. No, umpire said he held it too long. Well, I reckon the umpire who was on the wrong side got that wrong, because he got a handball away, and Matty Lloyd's the recipient of a lucky free kick.
So Lloyd now for Newtown at defensive 50. Oh, high kick towards Nash and Foppiani. Foppiani goes up pretty much in the end by himself, uncontested. Takes the mark back end of centre wing for the Eagles. Goes short. No, he elects to go further towards centre half forward. Nash comes in from the side. Can't take the mark. Handball to Benstead. Little left foot kick around the corner was very nice and cute, and finds Hill. He goes with a kick back in board. They've all created some space in the middle now. Handball came from Wareham. Now there's through the middle. I think at the back was Jack Sarcevic, and he go up for the mark. He can't. He lost to Kapala, who fell over at the crucial stage, but Hocking comes back for Newtown. They're going to be able to clear it to Matty Lloyd at half back.
Lloyd, right half back, sends it to the middle of the ground, and the stretching of Luke Maddock, who hasn't had it all his own way today, like last week with 6, gave it off to Ned Harris, kick inside forward 50 for O'Dwyer. Good spoil from behind, and then the clearing kick came, might have been Jones. It was well played, and the short kick finds Charlie Sarcevic, who's got it. Point of the square, right half back. They've been stoic defensively this afternoon, the Dragons. Sarcevic short, and it's a good chip, and Waters has taken the mark. Gives off a handball. Sarcevic just cruising past, takes it. That's Charlie sending it towards Wareham over his head, rolling ball. Walter was clean. Handball though that went through Hocking, and it's going to open the door here. Jack Sarcevic, 49 out from goal. Top of the square, has too much the kick, but it'll roll and it'll roll and it'll roll and it'll be touched right on the line. Went over the head of Pearce, and a despairing dive on the line from Kane Reid. Knocks it through for a rush behind and makes the margin 1 to the good of the Dragons. 5-5 plays 5-4 on the second quarter. K-Rock Morris Business Class Finance scoreboard.
So the kick in from Kane Reid goes short to Charlie Harris, goes to brother Ned. He takes it still inside, defensive 50, short little kick to Matt McMahon. Defensively set up pretty well, Bell Park. He has to go back into the goal square. Kapala wants to switch to Toolman in the other back pocket. Gets him now in front of the McLean Pavilion. Short to Hocking, so they're attacking Australia 2 style. Around the Cape. Braden Hocking still at defensive 50.
This is where Bell Park's high press really hurts Newtown's ball movement.
He goes back to whence it came, to the other side, Kapala. And now he goes wide, Kane Reid. There's racking the possessions up here. The defenders for Newtown. Underground kick towards Charlie Harris. He just has to hold the ball up because he couldn't pick it up effectively. And the umpire said, give it to me, 55 out from the Bell Park goal.
7 possessions to get there, Jace.
Yeah.
That's well defended all over the ground by Bell Park.
Right half forward, we'll get a ball up on the northern side of the ground. Wilkinson winning the tap down, almost doing his own roving as the ball deflected back towards him. Bove slung in the tackle, got a handball away, but it'll roll into the path of Lloyd of Bell Park. He gets a handball back to the voice of Mick Waters, who was dumped as he kicked, in fact, it's Nihill. Long ball inside 50. The bounce not ideal for Hocking. Had to wait for it to sit on its point. Knocked it to his own advantage and then gave a handball. Byrne left it behind. He was spending it before he received it. Walter was there to help him out. And then he had 2 goes at picking it up and missed it. Sarcevic's put his head over the footy. That's Jack. He's dragged to ground right on 50 at left half forward. We'll get a ball up. 23 3/4 minutes played on the Barham Foods time clock. And the umpire will put it into the air. Wilkinson will do the ruck work. I'm not sure he's going to do it again, although James Worm is there, hidden behind Cam Wilkinson, which is not hard. Wilkinson got a piece of it. Matt McMahon, quick handball release. O'Dwyer under pressure. Good pressure came from Maris, forced to spillage. Handball back from Lucas. Found McMahon. That's Jack for Bell Park. Jack Sarcevic couldn't mark. Ground level. Oh, had it stolen. Toolman with strength. Turned and snapped a kick towards Lloyd. Spoil from behind was okay. Front of the pack. Good tackle laid by Matt McMahon. Bringing to ground Jack McMahon. And we'll get a ball up. It's a McMahon off. You had a Lloyd off and we got all the McMahons.
Lucky we're not at St Mary's.
And we'll get a ball. We could almost name a team of McMahons across the competition.
Yep.
So ball up, half forward for Bell Park. Wilkinson, Worm, comes to McMahon. Matt for Newtown, wrapped up. Nacho's going to give him, I thought he was going to for a split second. The ball.
Matt McMahon's waiting for it too high for a kick that never came. I don't think Steve Ganacci actually saw it.
Oh, he's not happy either. Nachos.
Well,
neither's Matt.
So Wilkinson and Worm. Comes back towards Worm. Handball to Lucas was good. Bit of space. Right foot kick inside 50. Sarcevic comes out. And he's on top of the moment, Jack. 50 from goal. Right foot kick. Top of the square. Looking for Charlie, who takes the mark and then kicks the goal straight away. He puts it through for his first of the afternoon. And they go to 6-5-41 Bell Park, Newtown 5-4-34. Morris Business Class Finance, K-Rock, second quarter scoreboard.
You just feel every time the ball goes in Bell Park's forward 50, something's going to happen. There's a little bit of excitement everywhere, isn't there? The Sarcevics are in there. They've just got some enthusiasm every time the ball's in there, whereas Newtown really have to work hard to try and find that spare inside forward 50. So it's a real tale of 250s at the moment.
What do you reckon if Birchie gave the Sarcevics to Leopold Sporties?
They both have to go there.
They go out for dinner together.
Oh, that would...
But What if they're each other's reptile?
Yeah, nice. There wouldn't be much of an interview from you then, Jace, after the game.
I'm getting
They took each
confused
other.
between them. They're everywhere.
They are everywhere. There's 5 of them out there.
And Birchdown boundary side, South Point Garden Supplies, Wilkinson, a lovely tap down to O'Dwyer, who gave it to Ned Harris, kicked to a one-on-one, went over the head of Foppiani, rolls into the back pocket. Boyer will be first there for Bell Park. He'll give a handball over the top. Jones, good tackle, drags him over the boundary line and out of bounds. And we'll get a boundary throw in the right forward pocket for the Towners. So just a little buffer for Bell Park as we approach half-time. 26.5 minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. Second quarter K-Rock action thanks to Morris Business Class Finance. From the boundary throw-in, Wilkinson the double palm down. Benstead coming through, couldn't take it. He was being held on to. Umpire didn't see it that way. Nash dragged down in the tackle for Newtown. Wilkinson got down low, picked it up, and then went straight into a James Worm tackle. And we'll get another stoppage at right half forward. Bell Park 41, Newtown and Chilwell 34. Towners in attack, attacking the city end in this second term.
Wilkinson goes up and gives a big left-hander away. Falls in the arms of Maris. Handball backwards. They go towards half-back. They need to be careful here. Lucas, handball over the top to nobody in particular. Reed, didn't sit for him. Tobin, he can't pick it up either for Bell Park. Is that a push in the back? The umpire said no. It's going to be a ball up, I think. And it's on centre wing, and we will have that ball up. So it'll be Worm and Wilkinson again. Late stage of this second quarter here at Elderslie. Worm gets it down. Oh, it's a high tackle. Wilkinson, I think there's about 9 umpires out there. I reckon they all got it because that was big time high from Cam Wilkinson. So the free kick, Bell Park got it. Lloyd's got the ball. And called to play on now along the line towards half forward. Nihill, Sarcevic goes up, can't take the mark. Patton's front and centre was pretty good. Pigeon, he's got a couple of teammates in support. He's going to get the ball away. Oh, he slipped over the crucial stage. Needs to get the handball back. He did. He got it to Ben Worm. Now he goes towards Lloyd. They get it on the outside. Still 65 from goal. Get it inside 50 now, but getting back there, Charlie Harris takes the mark for Newtown. Going to be able to relieve the pressure. He goes wide. And the Cracker brothers, Ned Harris gets it now.
It wasn't a great kick from Jackson Gorman inside forward 50. Ask a lot of Jackson Bruin out there. They're just firing handballs forward, trying to get it moving. Newtown and Chilwell without really any composure. Jackson Bruin came again. Gorman came at him, lost in the tackle. Umpire says free kick, maybe too high on Jackson Bruin, who wins the footy at half back. He'll concede some ground and get into the waiting arms of Toolman, who's been a handy addition coming from the Ballarat League. Goes laterally. We haven't caught a lot of Pocock in this contest, but he's got the ball right now. Inside defensive 50. He'll come to centre half back, almost at the top of the 50-metre arc to Hocking. Hocking can come laterally to Kapala, who's had his work cut out in a Wombat Gully Plan Farm matchup with Jack Sarcevic. Hocking trots off, a little bit undecided, but then he hits Lace out on the chest. Nice kick to Charlie Harris, who gave it back to Hocking off the cricket pitch. He sends it towards Foppiani, back with the fly, couldn't mark. Nash front of the pack, quick snap around the body, was touched off the boot, and it missed to the left anyway, through for a minor score. And the margin again is a goal. 5-5-35, the Towners, 6-5-41. They were patient and they ended up picking the eyes out of the Bell Park defence.
They did. They used the ball well. A bit of uncontested ball, just a bit of holding on to possession as well, which they haven't had much of today.
So Merkovic from fullback for Bell Park. Comes broadcast side to half back. The only one who went up was Matt Lloyd, took the mark for Newtown. So it's going to get back inside 50, goes for the pass. Matty McMahon comes out and takes the mark and will just be on his distance, I reckon, for Matt McMahon. He's not the greatest kick over a jam tin. He's going to be right at his distance, I think, just outside or just on 50.
139 goals in his 250-game career.
Well, it's going to be a good 140 if he can get it, and very close to siren time too to make the scores level.
Socks up, Jace.
Yes, he's got the purples up, which is good to see.
Only one on the ground.
Yes, as only he does.
Cam Wilkinson would have him up.
Ooh, I don't know where Cam is at the moment.
Oh, he has. He's got him down, actually, in front there. Matty McMahon comes in, and the captain's goal.
Socks up all day.
Straight through the middle for Matt McMahon. His first of the afternoon, and the 6th for Newtown, 6-5-41. Draw level, Bell Park 6-5-41. Morris Business Class Finance. K-Rock's second quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, pretty sure he wouldn't have kicked that if they were down, but Matty Lloyd, again, just taking that intercept mark. He's taken a few of those today, and he doesn't waste a ball, does he, Matty Lloyd, by foot? When he's got ball in hand, you want to be on the other end of it, that's for sure, and he doesn't waste another one.
As good a clash as you'll get in the GFNL this year. We are locked away at 6-5-41 apiece. It's been 4 or 5 lead changes already. Score's been tied a couple of times, and that's looking how we might go into half-time. Umpire Jones puts it into the air back in the middle. Wilkinson winning the tap down. The roving done by Marison, had it knocked from his grasp. James Worm couldn't take it. Pulled off the kick. O'Dwyer landed awkwardly too. Keep an eye on that Birchie for St John of God as the ball rolls into the path of Bell Park, and it might be Mick Waters who's jammed it on the boot, and he's kicked that out in the full. That was an unattractive kick there, and that is half-time as Reece McWaters kicks it towards where the umpires and the players, well, where the players will walk. The umpires will head to the other side of the ground, and we will go in all tied up at half-time, 6-5-41 in a cracking Zoe Kennedy Foundation clash. On a cracking late autumn afternoon, the sun beating down on Elderslie Reserve in the west, and we are seeing an entertaining game of GFNL action against two teams who are looking for a spot, you would suspect, in an elimination final later in the year. If we think Leopold, Joey's, Mary's, Colac are going to be fighting for top 3 berths, and these are two clubs that will be looking for an elimination final spot come September. Birchie's down, just loitering around the Bell Park huddle, looking for somebody to grab a couple of words out of. I'm not sure who Birchie's got in her crosshairs, but she's going to try and grab somebody for a quick couple of words. Birchie, not sure who you might be thinking in Will Tobin's here, or she got Lockie Patton. Got Lockie Patton, the skipper of the Dragons, for a quick couple of words. Down to you, Birchie.
He can't lead the team off just yet.
the little ticker across the top still referred to as Adelaide. So 52, they trail Collingwood 63. It's a cracking, it's actually, I won't say warm, but it's pleasant.
Amazing. This is the day you want to be at the football.
Yep.
You don't need a poncho, you don't need an umbrella, you just need a sun visor and a stubby holder. That's all you need, Jace, at the footy today.
Barely a breath of wind. There's a superstar that used to play for Leopold.
Superstar human he is.
Yeah. What rank is he these days?
He's a senior constable, young Bradley.
Oh, right. Bradley Johnson.
Oh, sorry, leading senior constable.
Leading senior
constable.
No, he's Chief Commissioner Matt Kershaw. He was a good player in the number 26. I reckon he wore 26 for Leopold.
Was the world record holder, he told me once, but not
I think he still is.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. He's still the world record holder at Leopold?
Oh, no. Oh, Shane
got him.
Well, good to see Brad Johnson. Good fella.
He's a great
He's
man.
lost, though. Why isn't he at Leopold?
Yeah, correct.
He doesn't.
Cracking game
Even
down
he's
there.
asking the question. Well, he's actually come to the best game because right now it's 41 apiece.
Absolutely.
As we're set for a cracking second half. Nash. Bove has come to the bench to start the half, so keep an eye on who that matchup is for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. For Jack Sarcevic, Charlie Harris and Jackson Bruin will start on the bench in this second half.
Bertie, I want you to keep up with
the
Luke Maddock too.
Eagles.
He's not 100% Luke Maddock. He's running with a stone in his shoe still after that ankle.
Mac Andrew style.
Back Andrew style, yeah.
On Thursday night for the Suns.
He's
He
not 100%.
Yeah, good shot.
Players are in position. Crowd is off the ground. It is a cracking crowd. This is one of the bigger ones I've seen at Elderslie Reserve in recent times as they come to remember a young life taken too soon in Zoe Kennedy. We're coming up 4 years since her sad passing, and we remember her today. And the sea of purple. You should see the array of beanies and scarves that people are donning today in Zoe's memory, and her family will be very, very proud of the support that they are receiving. We're just waiting for the last remnants of the crowd to get off the ground, and umpire Jones will resume proceedings here in this third quarter of action. Thanks to Barwon Timber, your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. Here's Jace.
So Worm goes up and gets it down. Lucas gets one high. The umpire says, yes, Jason, you're correct. And Hamish Lucas will take the free kick for Bell Park. Plays on quickly. Goes with a right foot kick. Bit slippery at centre half forward. Pigeons fell over. Now it comes out the front to him. So he gets the handball over the top. Reed gets the handball for Newtown to Hocking. Then they go to Walter, to Harris. Overuse. They're getting it. Go through Wilkinson. They miss the target, which was Bove, close to the boundary line. Can he get the kick away? He does. Benstead from behind does well. Ned Harris followed up beautifully. O'Dwyer left it. Have to go back and get it. He got the handball back away towards Foppiani, close to the boundary line. Bove kick towards the best seats in the house thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7.
It's a Lloyd off.
And it's a Lloyd off. And is that a sling? The umpire says throw it in.
Ooh.
Throw it in.
It's a real Lloyd off now.
Oh, they're not happy with each other. Oh, the Lloyd's up right in front of the K-Rock box as well, the Lloyd's, and the umpire says just throw it back in.
I didn't have it as an MMA
Get us going.
test.
Grabbed out of the ruck by James Worm, flicked on to Wareham. It was received from Patton. Now a kick to space, a one-on-one. It sits on its point, and Reed sits underneath it. Did okay against Charlie Sarcevic, although Sarcevic provided good pressure, then flicked a handball up to his brother Jack. Oh, crunch! Oh, he was blindsided there, Jack Sarcevic, and drilled to ground in the tackle laid by Mitchie Diamond in game 100. He wants the middle of the ground. He mishit the kick. He kicked it straight to Lucas. Lucas sees an open 50, and he's hacked it. He's put that out in the full, has he? I don't know what happened there, but he's absolutely shanked that Hamish Lucas. That would probably be the worst kick of his young career. And the free kick will be taken in the left back pocket. It will go to Harris. He goes back to Pocock. Pocock across the face of his defensive goal, and next to the right-hand blind post, Toolman has taken the mark. I don't know what Hamish Lucas was thinking there.
He actually kicked it to where he was running as well, which was the weird thing. He actually didn't kick it around his body.
Short around the boundary line to Byrne. Off a step, Charlie Byrne towards half-back with the kick. No mark taken for the Towners. Going to be under pressure now. And the umpire will come in. Umpire Ganacci will come in and ball it up at left half forward for Bell Park. So they've held the ball up there as the Eagles were trying to get out of defence. Ruck contest. Worm gets across there. James Worm against Wilkinson. Wilkinson with a backhander does well. Ned Harris can't pick it up. Little toe poke, tapped on intelligently now. Handball over the top. Lazaro was good. They go towards half forward. Foppiani's out now, and he's got one over the top as well if he can get to Matic, and it does. Oh, he drops the mark. He's still 20 metres from goal. Can he get the kick away? And he does. And I tell you what, he made that look real hard, Luke Matic, in the end, but he got it done and kicked his burst and gives the Towners the lead. 7-5-47. They lead Bell Park 6-5-41. Barwon Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Jace, I'd have to actually put a mark inside forward 50 down because she was an old-fashioned chess mark that was spilt. So I've had to scribble that one out. Never seen that often before, a chess mark like that. Drop it anyway. All straight back, got it through, and that's his first. And it was pretty quick ball movement as well by Newtown then. Got him out the back.
Coming off 6 last week against Lara. Been a bit tougher this afternoon, not as free-flowing. Wilkinson winning the tap down. Surely Harris being held by Patton at the stoppage, and the umpire has seen it that way, and it'll be taken by Ned Harris, who now kicks for space. Toolman will run onto the footy. Kick on his left, under a bit of pressure from Pigeon. Inside 50 it goes. And it's going to be a free kick for a hold, I reckon. I reckon holding on was Merkovic, and the free kick is going to belong to the Eagles. And it'll be Lloyd who will be paid that free kick. Matty Lloyd with it. Man on the mark, stands 40 from goal, left of centre.
He just lost touch with him in the air then, and he was searching for him and grabbed him just a little bit panicky with ball in air. He just lost sight of where the ball was, and then he lost sight of where Lloyd was.
This for Newtown's biggest lead of the afternoon. And a fast third quarter start from 48 metres out. He has hit that beautifully, and he's happy about it too. And so are the Newtown and Chilwell faithful. The margin is 12 in this third quarter of K-Rock action, thanks to Barwon Timber, your specialists in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. Newtown and Chilwell, 8-5-53, skip to a 12-point lead. Bell Park remains stagnant at 6-5-41. In the expert chair for the Sporting Globe is Matty Kershaw.
Yeah, so obviously Newtown have worked out that if they keep kicking it long to Bell Park's defensive structure, they're just going to keep taking intercept marks. So Toolman provided some width. They've used the width of the ground. Harris has kicked it out wide to him, and they've come in sort of the sideways way into their forward 50, and that's great ball movement by them, and it's shifted the defence, and they panicked. Gave away the free kick.
Back to the middle, Wilkinson. Worm got a hand to it as well in the middle. Patton wrapped up by Nick Marr, not going anywhere. And we'll have a secondary bounce around the grounds thanks to Leopold Sporty. South Barwon 81, St Albans 15. So that's the updated score from Concept Oval. Wilkinson gets it down in the middle. Lucas got a clearing kick for Bell Park towards half forward. Hocking read it the better. Brooks the Eagles back towards the middle. Past a couple. Benstead comes out, taps it on well. Wareham, play on, said the umpire. And now Ben Lloyd, short little kick to Worm, gets it back, runs through centre wing, goes long. Nihill to go up and take a good mark. And as we said before, there's not much of him, but he has got a very nice set of hands. And in front of Pocock has taken the mark and will shoot 50 out directly in front.
Yeah, he uses his body well too, Jason. He actually marks at the highest point. He can play down low, so he's got a bit of something about him, hasn't he?
Jacob Nihill will have a set shot to bring the margin back to 6. He comes in now. Oh, wow, we might need to see Matty. Might need to see Matty on Monday, I think, because he has missed it to the far side and through for one behind. Might be an important point. 6-6-42 Bell Park. Newtown Chilwell 8-5-53. Barwon Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Inverleigh 60 and Geelong West 60. They couldn't be one win after 7 rounds, could they? The reigning champs.
It's going to be a fun night at the Hotham.
Long ball to Hocking from Foppy to Foppiani, who couldn't mark, but the front of the pack, Nick Condy scrambles a kick forward. O'Dwyer was just buffeted off it by Gorman, but it's going to spill okay. Mitch Diamond on his non-preferred left. They kicked without really looking and back with the flight. Mark taken on the chest. Back there by Boyer. Boyer, left back pocket with the left boot. Oh no, he's kicked it straight to Mick Condy. About 55 from goal. Patton was awake to him marking it, so quickly got to there to man the mark. Condy, that went off the outside of the boot. Foppiani back with the flight, couldn't take the mark. Good pressure came from front on from Maris without giving away a free kick. Forced that spillage by Foppiani, who really should have... There was real no conviction from Foppiani in that marking contest, and we'll get a stoppage about 30 metres out from the Towners' goal.
It's like he was surprised it come to him in a way.
So Foppiani in the ruck. McMahon goes past to Foppiani's handball, back towards O'Dwyer on hands and knees. He gets it away. Quick kick out of the pack. Still in dispute. The Bell Park defence working overtime. Can it come out? No. Foppiani gives it away quickly. Charlie Harris with the left foot kicks the goal. Great goal on the left from Charlie Harris. His first of the afternoon. And he told the Newtown supporters all about it too in front of the McLean Pavilion. And that was a great play out of the ruck contest. And just running past Charlie Harris was able to get it around on the left. Great piece of skill. And the Town as well. After we thought that Bell Park was going to kick a goal through Jacob Nyhill, they have now gone out to a 17-point lead. Newtown 9-5-59, Bell Park 6-6-42. Bowen Timber K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, look, just around that stoppage, Bell Park had a couple of opportunities to get the ball to the outside of the stoppage and clear it, but Newtown's pressure was really good. They smothered a couple of times and then they got the opportunity on the outside themselves and finished it with a great goal.
Biggest margin for either team of the afternoon. James Worm went early, won the tap down, but the roving done by Walter. Under pressure, jammed it on the boot. Gorman coming off half-back, attacked it nicely, then drilled a kick towards half-forward. Wasn't a great kick, did no favours for his forwards, and it's cleaned up by Toolman, who's kicked it straight up the shot tower. Ben Worm's got to sit underneath. It does so in the centre circles. Takes the mark, turns, and kicks quickly to the run of Wareham. In those blue boots, you really can't miss him. Then he'll send a low kick. It's a well-weighted ball, and he finds Eli Pearce, who is marked right forward pocket. About 40 from goal, tight angle, so he is looking for options inboard. Here's Pearce, and that's where he goes now, and he's just got it to Ben Worm, who marks, who is no good on the goal line, as we found out 3 or so years ago, almost to the day against Leopold. But he's a bit further out here. Man on the mark stands near 50. Distance right on the measure of Ben Worm. Wareham provides him something in the right forward pocket, decides not to go with that, and will have a deliberate shot at goal. From just outside 50, gives it a decent ride, does Worm. It'll fade across the face of goal. On the goal line, no mark taken, and it's through for a behind, and the margin is 16. 6-7-43 now, the Dragons. 9-5-59, Newtown and Chilwell. Third quarter, Bowen Foods time clock's gone 8 minutes 25. Bowen Foods sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong.
Quick kick in by Byrne, got it to Foppiani, goes towards centre wing. Standing there, Lazaro can't take it. Buffeted off the ball, a couple of players. Foppiani was there as well. Get around the corner, Sarcevic takes the mark. Charlie gets the handball outboard to Wareham. Runs along centre wing, goes towards half forward with the kick, but Braden Hocking reads it the better for the Eagles. Drills it back inboard at centre half back. They want to switch the play. Ned Harris gets it outboard. Toolman now off a step. Got it running and got it going. Got a bit of space. Charlie Harris, he goes along the line. A lot of free space out there. Little left foot kick inboard from Bruin. Turned it over. Nash couldn't take the mark, but he keeps his feet. Can he pick it up? He can't. Puts a tackle on, and it's a good tackle too on Finn Hoey. The umpire says it's got to be holding the ball after he didn't come in and ball it up. And we're 60 from goal for Newtown.
Looking to ram home this advantage, the Town, as they lead by 16. He's called to play on now, Nash. Confronted by Hoey, but now kicks to the pocket, stretching, but no mark. Was there a high contact or an arm chop? Take your pick, there will be. And now advantage has been paid, has it? High kick. It might have been Lazaro sending it to the top of the square. Defensive spoil for the Dragons. Front of the pack, clean hand shown there by Worm. In fact, it was Hoey, and now we'll get a ball up for a stoppage about 25 metres out from the Newtown goal. Umpire puts it into the air. James Worm doing the ruck work. Foppiani won the tap down, though, for Newtown. Bove lays a tackle over the top. And that tackle laid on a Dragon who gets to his feet now, and that's McMahon, and we'll get another ball up, this time 35 metres out from the Newtown goal.
So Worm pushed past the footy by Foppiani in the ruck contest. Falls to Maris. Handball to Lucas was good. Runs through defensive 50. It's going to handball. Elects to go the kick in the end towards centre wing. Wants a foot race out there. Byrne does well. Keeps it to his advantage and then gives the handball backwards to Lazaro, to Reid. Draws the player and gives it back to Byrne. Through the middle. Has to be an appropriate kick, and it was. He got it to Bove. Wants to switch to this side centre wing. Walter gives away by hand to Kapala. Then he sets Nash a task and he gets there. Well, he should have taken the the mark. He didn't, and he gets away and gets the kick away inside 50. Foppiani against 4. He just runs past it. And Bell Park, can they get all McMahon's handball? Dangerous for the Parkers. They run 3 now. In the middle, Worm gets it across. It's okay. And they can run. The kick goes from Matt Jones inside 50. It's a one-on-one. Back behind Reed. The kick comes around the corner from Jack Sarcevic, and he kicks the goal. His third of the afternoon. Great movement of the ball from Bell Park. And they needed that one. And they go to 7-7-49. Back to 10 points, Newtown Chilwell, 9-5-59. Bowen Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
Birchie, we might come to you. I don't reckon Liam Nash is 100%. I reckon he might have tweaked a groin in that contest there with Lockie Patton. With Ben Lloyd. Just keep an eye on him for the moment. For St John of God, we put you first, and Sarcevic with a third looking. He's fun to watch.
Well, he doesn't need much of a space and doesn't need much opportunity, does he? Because he will hurt you on the scoreboard. But geez, that was quick ball movement again, set up again off the half-back flank.
Yeah, just not being allowed to do it as much as they'd like, the Dragons, I reckon. O'Dwyer in the middle, he's been outstanding this afternoon. Kick wide, Bruin went with the one hand. He's in a tough matchup with Lloyd as the defender on him, and he dumps him in a big tackle. Did he take him high? Now, the umpire has seen something in the after moments of, and Bruin has got up holding his right shoulder for St John of God, and I don't know whether he may have put that out. So he's going to be so he was taken in that tackle really heavily by Lloyd, who gave away a free kick. The resultant free kick, Ned Harris has got his hands on the footy, but clutching at a right shoulder is Jackson Bruin. Just as he was trying to find his way in this team, playing his third game of the season, he's going to find himself maybe with some time on the sidelines. He's in a lot of distress. Yeah, you can just keeping an eye on that shoulder for the moment for St John of God is Jace. He's now cradling it in his jumper, and that is a huge blow for the youngster. Unfortunately, his dad, Matt, a superstar, a Matheson medalist, star of the competition. I understand he's at Queenscliff today watching daughter Sienna and sister of Jackson playing netball this afternoon, so he'll be disappointed to have this news relayed to him. As Harris sends a high ball inside forward 50. Lloyd couldn't get a run out of it. Up front of the pack, Foppiani, but the free kick against Lloyd as he was has given away a push in the back, and it'll come back to Steve Benstead. The ever-reliable Benstead goes short with the pass into the chest of Charlie Sarcevic, who's got it. Where's it? McMahon, I should say, with the footy. Or Maris. Maris, third time lucky for me, and he'll look to send it towards the outer side.
He does now with his left foot and goes out towards half-back, but stolen the ball away. Pocock takes the mark. Drills the ball back in. Dangerous. Tobin was in front of McMahon. Takes it, gives it away by hand to Nyhill. He gets it forward. They're running now, the Parkers. They get through the cricket pitch area. They go long inside 50. It's a one-on-one again. Reed out of position again. Sarcevic. Oh, the umpire's called play on. I thought he took the mark. The umpire said no. Hocking gets the handball away. So now Pocock chips that ball over the top is okay. Finds around the corner was Ned Harris. So Byrne, they're attacking around the boundary line. On the half volley, Charlie Harris back just the 15, get the tape measure out. And Charlie Byrne at left, at right half back for Newtown, just settling the play down for the Eagles.
Birchie, we'll get to you in a moment. Just keeping an eye on Jackson Bruin. It's a pinpoint pass that finds Rory Diamond, who goes back to Hocking. They look to open up this broadcast side. The kick well weighted. Reed's been good this afternoon. Steps under the tackle of Jones and then delivers. Lace out to Lazaro. Lazaro, 75 from home. Turns and kicks quickly. Foppiani from behind on Benstead. Provided a spoil. Front of the pack. Mick Condy does his best work there. Just couldn't bend that one enough. And it goes out of bounds on the full. And will be a free kick to the Parkers. Birchie, down to you for St John of God.
Yeah, I was just keeping an eye on Liam Nash then.
Oh, just lost you there, Birchie, for a moment. We'll get back to you in a second. But the free kick to be taken in the right back pocket as we wait for the footy to return from over the fence. There'll be Benny Lloyd to take it back to you, Birchie, if you've got us.
Yeah, got you now. Jack Bruin's gone straight into the rooms with that shoulder. It did not seem to be sitting in the right place.
So free kick to Lloyd. He'll look to clear for the Dragons.
He goes outside 50. Oh, Pocock just slips over at the crucial stage there. And Tobin, happy to see it over the boundary line in front of the best seats in the house. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7 this afternoon. Boundary throw, and it's 8. It's 9-5-59 Newtown. 7-7-49 Bell Park. We played 15.5 in this third term. And time clock thanks to Bowen Foods. Ball back into play. Patton can go for Bell Park. Left foot kick was scrambling towards centre wing. Hocking can't take the mark. His second effort was pretty good. His handball was chopped off though. Comes back towards Pocock. Free kick found. And it's going to be to Newtown. And it's going to be Rory Diamond who gets it back to Ned Harris. He goes further afield on the outer side to Charlie Byrne. Got some run now from half back. Switches the ball towards half forward. Coming across. It's a 2-on-1 for Newtown. Lazaro does well. Got the handball to Charlie Harris. Handball over, back over the top to Lazaro. Couldn't pick it up on the half volley. He wraps it up. The umpire will come in. And Say holding the ball. So Bell Park free kick at defensive 50. Lazaro's taking a while to get up to. I don't know. I think it might just be the fact that he's disappointed that it was a free kick. And the Bell Park side are going to go forward towards centre wing with a long kick. Big pack there too. And a kick around the corner from Lockie Patton.
Rolling ball, rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. Diamond first there. That's Mitch taken down in a tackle. And out of bounds for a boundary throw-in at left half forward. In fact, it might have rolled into the forward pocket, in fact. Got plenty of distance on the kick in the end. Matty Jones was there to help see it out and get a stoppage for his team. So they'll hurl it back into play. James Worm has rucked manfully against Wilkinson today after having that big battle with Ollie Northam last week in the loss to St Joey's. Front of the pack, chance to clear. O'Dwyer's been outstanding. Leopold Sporty's potential, but that's well taken on the bounce by Wareham. Handball back to the voice of a teammate, and getting that clearing kick is Finn Hoey. He'll send it to the wing, but the mark taken by Wilkinson, who quickly releases by hand, and the kick comes from Byrne to centre half forward. Wants Matic, couldn't mark. Here's Mitch Diamond ready to pounce in game 100. Ran onto the loose footy, ran to 40, steadied himself, shot at goal. Celebrate with your 100th with a goal, Mitchy Diamond. And he does, and he becomes the 10th individual goal kicker for the Towners. He kicks his first, and Newtown's 10th. They go to 10-5-65, playing 7-7-49. Third quarter K-Rock action thanks to Bowen Timber, your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. Nice finish from Diamond.
Absolute great finish, but we expect that from him. He's a finisher, he's a classy footballer. He's been doing it for a long time at this level, and he deserves to finish that one. Did you say 10th individual
10 individual goal kickers.
So, same as St Mary's, they're just spreading him around at the moment. Where are the days of the big full forwards gone? Where are the 5 to 10 goals per game, Jace? Where are they?
Last week.
Oh, last week, yeah, not this week.
When Dylan Joseph's kicking 5.
Yeah, correct. But that was good goal there, and on the back of defence again, and it's been a bit like that today. The defence have stood up well for both teams.
Ball from the middle, and it was Pigeon who was out there. Might get a free kick. And he does. He gets the handball away quickly to Lockie Patton. 50 from goal. Left foot kick and has missed. And through for one behind. So might have been a fist of that. The skipper, 7-8-50. They trail Newtown 10-5-65. Bowen Timber. K-Rock third quarter scoreboard.
Braden Hocking playing this afternoon, game 161. Not too many more experience than him in the GFNL, although a couple of them out there are actually teammates. The mark taken, and the kick back towards forward 50. Patton, 55 from goal, feigned a handball now, turns and kicks on his non-preferred left to the left forward pocket with a wonderfully weighted ball into the path of Merkovic, I think, or was it Hoey getting back there and taking the mark? Either way, there's a shot at goal coming.
There's 11 individual goal scorers at St Mary's. That's an area they've kicked.
Oh, righto.
Yeah.
So Hoey with the footy. Man on the mark, stands about 35 from goal. He's gone with a decent run up here. He'll kick from about 40 on the left, sends it on its way and has threaded it. And the margin is back to 9. Third quarter, K-Rock. Bowen Timber scoreboard. Goal kick there by, in fact, it was Pigeon kicking his second, I should say, this afternoon. And Kirsch. The margin is 9. 8-8-56 Bell Park, 10-5-65 Newtown and Chilwell. Bowen Timber, you can find them. Belmungers Road in Breakwater. Check out bowentimber.com.au. And I can't believe I've let you two you get away with
He doesn't go far from the 50s. Real homing around there. But,
Here we go. Back to the middle. Foppiani having a run in the ruck now for Newtown. And he picks it up, does some ruck roving work, gets it away. Lloyd gets it to O'Dwyer. Quick response from Newtown coming up, possibly. Nash gets it in front of him. Can he break free? Can he? Strong arms, right foot, kick. He misses. Through for one behind to Liam Nash. Two behinds his personal tally this afternoon. 10-6-66 Newtown. Bell Park 8-8-56. Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Ben Steadshaw kick in, marked by Lloyd. Lloyd can come to Hoey at half back or go a little bit further. Sends a ball looking there for a mark. Not getting in near it was Jones. Front of the pack. Chance for Pearson to give a handball to Tobin. Nihill under pressure. Byrne just harassed him out of it. Matt McMahon for Newtown sees it out of bounds. Boundary throw in. What would be ironic is if Tyler Pigeon had a girlfriend named Wendy.
What is going on here?
That is true. That is true.
For a boundary throw in. True centre wing for those who followed the 12th man and that little storyline. Wilkinson winning the tap down, front of the pack, rolling ball. Something about that pigeon and a scorecard. Hamish Lucas, that's a big tackle. That's holding the ball laid by Ned Harris. Wins the free kick. There's Ned Harris, who's been really solid again this afternoon.
I've never seen him play a bad game, to be honest.
First in the competition for inside 50s. He goes short to Mick Condy, playing this afternoon. 171 games now at GFNL senior level for Mick Condy.
Called to play on.
Terrific footballer.
Left foot kick to half forward. Nash with a sit over the back. Says to Cam Wilkinson, get out of the way. I'm taking the mark.
Did.
And he goes with a right foot kick out towards straight back, who goes up. Matty can't take it. Benstead at the front for Bell Park. His handball going to be under pressure here. Lockie Patton gets the clearing kick. It's a good one too. No mark taken though. Should have been from Pearson across 50. Oh, bit of a sling tackle there. The umpire says no. Held in and 50 out from the Newtown goal. We're going to have a ball up. 22 and a half played. Jacko's giving us the nod going, that's no good. And the ice is on that shoulder. So we'll get an update from Birchie at three-quarter time. St John got injury update. Wilkinson gets it down, goes towards Zach Walder. Now Bove off a step, 1 foot towards forward and punched away by Boyer. Good work by Ed. And through for a rush behind. So they go to 10-7-67 Newtown. Bell Park 8-8-56 Bowen Timber K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Beautiful kick to half back to open up the play to Maris. Maris on the left boot to the wing and down low. Sarcevic. That might be 50. Yep. And that's against Kapala on Jack Sarcevic. Tobin and Patton also come and just let him know about it. And this is going to put Jack Sarcevic. Well, it put him within scoring range. That is if that's where that 50 is going to, that is a decent size 50.
That's North Shore all over.
That is Connor Giddings'
Absolutely.
prelim final 2022 style.
Yep.
And Sarcevic a chance to kick his fourth.
That's that handover again. I need to look at that because how can you hand over a 50?
Yeah, one needs to come up while the other one comes back.
That's right.
He's kicked 3, Jack Sarcevic. This to pull his team back within 5 points as we approach three-quarter time. Sarcevic on the left, floats it back beautifully, and he's kicked his fourth. Nice finish, making the most of the 50-metre penalty that had a little bit of GST added to it. 9-8-62 Bell Park, 10-7-67 Newtown and Chilwell. Third quarter action, Zoe Kennedy Foundation Day. And of course, that third quarter is thanks to Bowen Timber, your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Geelong region. And we've got the Dragons reserves in front of us. You reckon they're not going to be loud in the final quarter if the Dragons are up and about?
Yeah, the tins are flowing. I can see a couple of tins in there, so they'll be up and about. But maybe a bit of frustration then from Kapala because Jack Sarcevic's getting up the ground on him. He's getting him out the back. He's running a merry dance at the moment. So maybe just a little bit of frustration.
Wilkinson gets it down to McMahon. His handball looped it over to O'Dwyer. He gets it away, and they get it out Toolman to Kapala. He goes wide, finds Ned Harris on centre wing. Got Condy short. He elects to go now longer. Inside 50 with the kick. Matic comes out. Boy up right next to him. And sees it over the boundary line for a throw in 50 around from the Newtown goal.
He's just run under a few today, Matic. He's just not got his timing right today, whether that's good defensive work by the Bell Park defenders or the ball's just not coming in right for him.
Boundary throw in. Wilkinson over the back. McMahon Tobin, handball over the top, back towards Merkovic and the boundary line. He gives it back by hand and then he gets it back. But they ran out of room in the phone box and gave the handball back to Jackson Gorman.
Do you know how you said we had the close one?
Yeah.
We no longer have the close one.
Jeez, and we're only, what, 5 points?
Leopold?
Leopold by 3 over Joey's.
Whoa. Oh.
I did say a draw, Jose.
Yeah, you did too, but 3 points is not a draw, Kirsch. So there you go, boundary throw in.
And across the river's closer too. Drysdale lead back. Ammos by 4.
Wilkinson gets it over the top by hand to Zach Walder on the boundary line. His kick was smothered out of bounds. And we're going to have another boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboard, which read Newtown 10-7-67, Bell Park 9-8-62.
Couple closies around the region.
We're keeping an eye on those for Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue. Grabbed out of the ruck by James Worm, but he gave away a free kick for a push or over the shoulder in the ruck contest. Hence why it was so easy for him to grab it against the man mountain that is Cam Wilkinson. I ran past Cam a little bit earlier and just said, oh, no, Ollie Bridgewater today, of course, who's the star ruck for Bell Park. And Cam goes, who's that?
Speaking of the Mark Neild School of Opposition.
Wilkinson. Not a noted kicker, but he'll send this one to about 20 metres out from goal. Asks the Flyers to go. Maddock is one of those, and on the juggle takes a Hamlin hanger. He got a run and jump at the footy, and he was able to control it down to the ground, Kirsch.
Yeah, absolutely. And we just spoke about it the previous play. That was the only time I think I've seen him with a free run at the ball, and he had some distance between him and his opposition. So maybe that's his cue now, just to get a little bit of separation on his lead. As a defender, he probably is not used to getting that craft early and pushing his opponent off. He got it there.
Hamlin hanger contender. Hamlin and their new Bannockburn display home now open. Hamlin Homes, great supporters of K-Rock football, and the Hamlin hanger. Maddock with 1 this afternoon, 18 for the season, second only to teammate Flynn Young in the GFNL, leading goal kicking. The former star defender has got 2. And we reckon he's playing under a little bit of duress too, thanks to St John of God, but that's a handy one in the shadows of three-quarter time as the Towners go back out by 11 points. They move to 11-7-73 on the K-Rock third quarter Barwon Timber scoreboard. Bell Park a 9-8-62. Final third quarter action here at Elderslie Reserve, KRockFootball.live. Thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Here's Matty Kershaw for the Sporting Globe.
Whilst we talked about the good mark by Maddock, the defenders won't be too happy with that because it was a slower play. It was from a free kick, stoppage. They had some time to set it up and they just didn't defend the high ball. So they'll be a little bit disappointed with that, the defenders, because they've been so good all day.
So back to the middle, late stages of this third term. It's an arm wrestle here at Ellerslie. Ball goes up, Worm gets it down, McMahon pushed off the football, still over it though, and got it away to Ned. Free kick, throw, said the umpire. Bell Park to take it. Matt McMahon, can't believe it. I don't think he's ever given away a free kick, Matt. Ball in the middle, goes in towards half forward for Bell Park. Ball spills free, Diamond over the top of it. Oh, dragged in. Handball on the up, though, was okay. And Jones got it towards goal and kicks the goal. Oh, it bounces the right way. It landed in the goal square. Looked like it was going through for a behind and then just did a nice little Tim May. Got around.
Curled perfect.
And curled beautifully for a goal. 10-8-68 Bell Park, Newtown. 11-7-73, back to 5 points. Barwon Timber, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
He's been good today, Jones. They've put him forward this quarter and he's proven to be a little bit of a target up there as well. So just showing his versatility, and he's been good from start to this point in the game.
Getting special comments from the Bell Park 2's players.
A goal of the day they want there.
Hey,
The day.
Gee whiz.
Okay, we're on. Well, hang on, let me just take a note and let's see if it gets the nod at the end of the day.
Don't give defenders goal of the day.
Back in the middle, Wilkinson on hands and knees, got a handball on the bounce out towards the outer wing, and Charlie Harris, who's dragged down in the tackle, and we'll get a ball up near the edge of the centre square. Umpire Jones. I reckon the umpiring's been pretty good this afternoon. It's been a good trio. Wilkinson winning the tap down. Ned Harris, the roving, went to kick but held back the handball and then put it into space for his brother Charlie to run on to. Rick Waters will give away a free kick. A professional one, you might argue, too, as he drags down Charlie Harris. He'll have to wait the footy to come back to him. 29.5 minutes played on the third quarter Barwon Foods time clock. 10-8-68 the Dragons, 11-7-73 the Towners. And he goes short, and Ned Harris receives the kick from his brother Charlie and just says, let's settle it down and maybe take this 5-point lead into three-quarter time. Just slightly forward of the wing, out of side. a high ball. Wilkinson, the target. Well done, James Worm got a hand on it, but he knocked it straight to Wilkinson, whose handball was errant, and it went to Patton, Lloyd, who saw it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in at right half forward. With the 50 meets the boundary line. Bell Park 68, Newtown and Chilwell 73.
So throw in. Wilkinson gets it down. McMahon can't get there first. McMahon can get there first because Jack got there to Patton. He kicked it around the corner, a little bit of a worm burner, gained about 45 metres. Pearce couldn't keep it in. It's outside 50 for Newtown, and we're going to have a boundary throw in.
Set up for a cracking finish either way.
Unbelievable.
So a throw in on the outer side, half forward flank for Wilkinson to get it down. Goal kicked out of mid-air was nice from Maris. In towards half forward for Bell Park. Over the top, they're out here. Pearce turns around, goes for the kick across the 50. No, good play, Hocking. Got a hand to it just in time, but getting back there was Pearson. Got it up on the up. Kick over the shoulder again. This time he's missed, and that was Matt Jones again. There's something mercurial about Matt Jones.
Yes.
Ball comes there, and he's in play. 10-9-69 Bell Park. Newtown 11-7-73. Bowen Timber, K-Rock. Third quarter scoreboard.
Still waiting for the ball to come back from over the net. It actually cleared the netting down at the city end of the ground, and it finally gets back to the waiting arms of Charlie Byrne after hitting a couple of cars. So a couple of car owners will find a couple of dents in their bonnets when they get back there, thanks to the Sharon. Long driving ball from Byrne. Wilkinson, his target, went through his hands. Foppiani was clean. Maddock was clean too. Gave it to Charlie Harris, who had a handball knocked down by Lloyd. It's going to spill for Wareham. Wareham turns and kicks towards James Worm. Big spoil Wilkinson. Now a chance for Lloyd to send Bell Park inside 50 just as the siren sounds for three-quarter time. We're set up for a mouth-watering finish here at Elderslie Reserve. 11-7-73 the Towners, the Parkers at 10-9-69 that third quarter, thanks to Bowen Timber, your specialist in the supply and installation of timber and engineered flooring in the Dr. Tanner Bruin is just inspecting the shoulder of Brother Jackson. Dr. Google. to Google.
Well, I know.
I'll put it back in.
I know Tanner pretty well. Don't touch it, Tan. Like, just leave it, please.
Ballerine.
Yes, the Ballerine. There's some interesting games there as well. Anglesea 93 pulled away from Port 68, so 25-point lead there. Geelong Amateur 73 lead, Drysdale 58.
Oh, come on, Pegs.
Come on, the Pegs. Bowen Head 73 lead.
If we turn the clock back 35 years with you at Norlane Tech or wherever you went,
Norlane High, yes.
Norlane High, and you'd said go Ammos,
Oh my goodness.
you would have been run out of 3, 2, 1, 4.
I can tell you right now, if I come to a game and he starts driving a Volvo, I'm out. I'm finished.
If I do, I've got to borrow your glove.
and hat.
and my
And your
scarf.
pipe.
Bowen Head 73, Mottawarri 58, Newcomb 75, Ocean Grove 65,
Wow.
Jeez.
Torquay 75, Queenscliff 63.
Okay, that's still game on.
Absolutely.
Gee, well, whatever education process Keith Jamieson talked about with us on Beyond the Boundary, that is
Going
paying
okay.
off. Yep. At the MCG, Collingwood 78, Adelaide 74, 27 minutes played in the last.
Ow.
Wow, well.
Earlier today, Werribee 15-10-100 defeated Collingwood 48 in the VFL. Cats VFLW going to suffer a loss only narrowly in the end of Casey, 7-7-49 plays 5-6-36, 18.5 minutes played. And in the VFL for the Cats, a win 13-10-88 over Coburg 10-6-66. Cats VFL going okay, positioning themselves for a tilt at the finals. Let's go down to Jane Birch. Birchie, as you look to get hold of Damien McMahon, he's just giving some final instructions to Braden Hocking as we go into this cracking final term, a crucial final term as both teams looking for a big win. Newtown Chilwell searching for their 4th of the season and to go ahead of the ledger. Bell Park looking to go 5-1. Down to you, Birchie. You've got Damien McMahon with you.
Well, Macca, they came out with a lot more intensity at the start of that third quarter and had that run off halfback, really getting the ball moving forward quickly.
Yeah, we used the ball quite well. Obviously gave us some good looks going forward, and we just got to use it better now. We're getting the ball in our hands, and we just got to be cleaner with it.
So there's a few messages in there in the huddle. What would be the one thing in this quarter that you're looking for from your Newtown boys to get across the line?
Just use the ball better. If we can keep marking the ball a lot and using it clean by foot, will give us better entries inside our forward 50.
Excellent. Good luck for the last quarter.
Thank you.
Jane Birch there for South Point Garden Supplies. Birchie, also just Jackson Bruin, have you been able to get an update on his condition with that shoulder? Get back to Birchie in a moment.
No, I haven't, Kingy, but he came out with the on initially, but I can't seem to see him, so I would say he's probably left the site.
Yeah, he was just standing with his dad and his brother.
Yeah, he's here near the...
Here he is now.
Yeah.
I think he's just looking for the... yeah, we'll get an update on that. It looks like he's about to depart.
Yeah, he probably needs some pain relief, I would suspect, for that shoulder. Final quarter action thanks to Cottage by the Sea. Register now for Cottage by the Sea's Winter Warmers campaign. Check out cottagebythesea.com.au. The Dragons haven't beaten the Towners since 2018. It's been 6 straight wins for the men in red and black over the men in green and white. Is that going to change here this afternoon over the next half an hour? We are set up for a cracking finish as the sun sets in the west. Good crowd. Predicted that over 1,000 people have rolled in this afternoon for this matchup on Zoe Kennedy Foundation Day, and it is set for a cracking finish. Just looking at some of those Wombat Gully Plant Farm matchups, including Ned Harris and Hamish Lucas for the moment, keeping each other company. Final term action, Steve Ganacci holds the ball aloft, he'll throw it into the air, and here's Jason Doherty to get us underway.
Wilkinson and stand there and get it down beautifully to McMahon. He can't take it. O'Dwyer threw it away. The umpire said play on back to O'Dwyer. Then he's wrapped up. Got the handball over to Wilkinson again. Missed a target. Ned Harris to run onto it. He gets the handball out further afield. Mitchie Diamond had to sit and wait for it and did. Shuffled the handball forward towards Condie. Wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in and ball it up. And just outside the centre square. At centre wing on the outer side, we're going to have a ball up. It's going to be Wilkinson and Worm. Umpire Ganacci puts the ball in the air. Wilkinson gets it down. Ned Harris, when we put a tackle on, the umpire said it was okay. It looked like it was holding the man. The umpy will come in now and do some more work because it's still bottled up on centre wing on the outer side.
Anything changed, Kirsch, for Wombat Gully Plant Farm?
Not at this stage. It appears all status quo.
Ball into the air. Patton O'Dwyer's been a great matchup for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. Tap down Wilkinson. Here is O'Dwyer on cue, scrambling a kick towards forward 50, and Foppiani had it knocked from his grasp. And at the front of the pack, a tackle laid. There's a dragon underneath all that. Foppiani over the top of him, and it might be Gorman who has been brought to ground, also by Mick Condy, and we'll get a ball up between the edge of the centre square and the top of the 50-metre arc. Umpire puts it into the air again. Wilkinson winning the palm down. A couple of Dragons collide. One of those might have been Maris with Patton. In traffic, Lucas couldn't get it away. Hands and knees. Lloyd just clears the area with a handball towards Foppiani. Wonderful pick up. O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer snaps, and O'Dwyer goals. Crucial for the Towners as O'Dwyer becomes the first multiple goal kicker. Actually make it the second multiple goal kicker for the Towners as they take now a 10-point lead. They move on now to 12-7-79. Bell Park at 10-9-69 in this final quarter, thanks to Cottage by the Sea. And in the experts chair for the Sporting Globe, here's Matty Kershaw.
Yeah, clever by Ben Lloyd then. He just got that ball going forward while he was on his hands and knees. It was an inside forward 50 by hand, and they just got the ball going forward. So a little bit of surge footy doesn't hurt when situations like that, when there's so many numbers around that clearance.
So back to the middle. Wilkinson got it down again. Ned Harris, handball over the top to McMahon. To Wilkinson, back to McMahon. He gets around. Right foot kick inside 50 again. Matty comes out and takes the mark. Just too strong. Used that straight back. And got in the way. Was able to just create some space for himself. And he actually took a chest mark. And it will be a set shot for goal for Luke Maddock from 15 out directly in front.
Yeah, 3 clearances in a row now for Newtown. That's where they're just starting to break the game open with a bit of dominance around the pill.
What do you think Luke Maddock's chiropractor says about his back? Did he say, is it just the perfect stature?
Absolutely. Like he's actually 6'1", but he's 6'3" when he stands up properly. It's amazing. Have a look at him. Comes in. This is for goal number 3, and a great start for the Eagles in this final term, and he has put that straight through the middle.
Captain Perpendicular.
13-7-80.
Perpendicular.
Glad you got that right. 13-7-85 Newtown. They lead Bell Park 10-9-69. Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard. Register now for Cottage by the Sea's Winter Warmers campaign. Check out cottagebythesea.com.au to get involved.
Yeah, defenders, midfielders here is just got to get a little bit more defensive around the ball because the players of Newtown are just getting off the stoppage a little bit here and they're getting it to the outside. So there's got to be a little bit more defensive.
I didn't have Luke Maddock 20 goals after round 6 on my bingo card. Back in the middle, going early in the ruck contest was James Worm. Umpire didn't see any issue with that. Maris was dumped in the tackle. Umpire said no issue with the tackle. I'll ball it up just forward to the centre circles. Bit of push and shove. Lloyd and Patton getting to know each other a little bit better. Umpire Ganachia puts it into the air. Wilkinson the tap down. Beautiful roving by Lucas for Bell Park, and he bursts away from the contest. Drives a kick towards half forward. Can't mark. And the ball hits the ground. McWater's just stolen away from him nicely there by Root. He's been pretty solid down back this afternoon. That might come back the other way. Although the pickup was pretty good by Diamond. Handball back. Hocking's been astute this afternoon, but his left foot kick was poor. He's put it out of bounds on the full. Just couldn't control it enough to bend it around the boundary line, and we'll get a free kick for the Dragons. Right up against the boundary line. And with the footy, a short kick. Nick Waters finds Lucas, steps inside the man coming towards him in Mitch Diamond, then has a cheeky bounce, runs to 49, pulls a kick, looking for a marking target, spoiled by Byrne into towards the left back pocket for Newtown. They'll be happy to see it to the line, and out they do. And we'll get a boundary throw in next to the right hand behind post. Nearly 5 minutes played on the Barwon Foods final quarter time clock. Just saw Jared Garth among the Bell Park throng, former star forward heading towards the crowd and possibly towards the bar.
Where's he at? Isn't he somewhere?
Playing at
Alvey or
Simpson, I think.
Yeah, they've got a weekend off this weekend. Ball back into play. Kapala. Sarcevic puts the tackle on him and holds the ball up in the right forward pocket for the Dragons. And we will have a ball up. Goes in the air. Over the top to Sarcevic. Broke one tackle, didn't break the second. The umpire, as says, holding the ball.
Cool.
And it was a good call because coming in was O'Dwyer as the second tackler, and he'll take the free kick. Last line of defence, he wants to switch to the pocket. Hocking, who's been good today, takes the mark. 6 played in this final term. Barwon Foods time clock called to play on. He kicks it back to Reed in the goal square. And then he goes dangerously close to the boundary line. Kapala, he's nearly in the umpire's rooms. He's that far away. The umpire says it's okay though. Called to play on now. Wants to go down the line. Does. Outside 50 with the kick. Big pack there. Falls to the front. Nihill had it and then lost it. Ball. Condy's in there as well. Matty Lloyd gets a clearing kick towards centre wing. No mark taken. There'll be a foot race getting back there. I think Matty's not going to be able to keep that in. It's out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side. It's Newtown at the moment by 16.6 played. Final term at Cottage by the Sea. K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
I don't think the Towners will be too unhappy with this holding pattern that the game seems to have gone into over the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's all 1v1 on all the lines at the moment, so it's a real sort of defensive structure all over the ground.
Matt Kershaw for the Sporting Globe from the boundary throw. It's going to be a free kick, paid which way for a hold. I think it's going to go against Foppiani, holding on to James Worm, who has battled really well, I reckon, against Wilkinson today. Wilkinson has, you would, for the most part, dominated, but Worm's held his own at times. A handball off that gave to a teammate who ran himself into trouble. Had to go back to Patton, who's run himself into trouble. Had to fire a handball back just into space to go and find it himself. He did okay there, the Dragon skipper, but he's turned it over to his opposite number in Matt McMahon. Handball to O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer inside 50. Nash can turn, Nash can kick, and Luke Maddock will have a shot at goal, maybe to put this one to bed. 25 out, make it 30, directly in front, and a chance on his fourth, and to join Flynn Young at the top of the league goal-kicking list.
Yeah, well, like I just said, not on your bingo ticket, but that's their fourth mark inside forward, 50-0 this quarter. So that's the difference at the moment. They're just opening them up when the ball goes forward.
St Joseph's look like they're going to stay unbeaten, 6-0. They are 15 points up on Leopold out at Memorial Park, thanks to Leopold Sporties. Smart people tips and Joey's. 35 out, directly in front. Luke Maddock has delivered. He's got 4. So after a very quiet first half and looking like he was struggling injury-wise, he has risen off the canvas and given his team a very handy 22-point buffer. It's the biggest margin of the afternoon, 14-7-91 on the final quarter. K-Rock Cottage by the Sea scoreboard. The Dragons are stagnant on 10-9-69, and they may have done enough, the Towners.
You pick Bell Park or Newtown? Did you pick Bell Park or Newtown?
I picked Bell Park.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, well, I've got to, because I had them as the big improver this year.
That's amazing.
So did I, but I...
Back to the middle. Foppiani having a run in the ruck. Oh, Bell Park straight out of the middle, if you don't mind, goes, but Hocking does well and takes the mark in front of Nihill. Reads the play and reads the ball to better. Oh, plays on. Dangerous. Oh, dangerous to a Toolman. And the tackle's on. Good play by Pearce. Oh, he gets the kick away. Oh, wow. He did really well there for a big man. He got down, picked it up, kicked it around the corner, but missed it to the near side through for 1 behind. I got him to 3 behinds this afternoon. And Bell Park go to 10-70. 8 trail Newtown 14-7-91.
Pocock into the left back pocket to Kapala, who comes back to the top of his defensive goal square to Pocock. He's been called to play on Pocock. He now wants the corridor. It's a ball that's taken on the half volley by Bove, and he's walked straight into a tackle. Calls for holding the ball. He was wrapped up as soon as he took possession. Yeah, it was a good tackle by Merkovic. Ensured he was going nowhere. We're going to stop. They need a goal here, the Dragons. Here's an understatement.
Well, Newtown are giving them a look at it, that's for sure.
Wilkinson won the tap down, roving. Patton almost, ball bobbling towards the boundary line. Patton staying over it. Charlie Harris staying over him. Patton picked it up. Charlie Harris also took possession of him, and we'll get a ball up about 30 out from the Parkers' goal. They trail by 21, 10-10-70, playing 14-7-91. 9.5 minutes played on the Bowen Foods final quarter time clock.
So ball up. Nihill gets it down. Wilkinson pushes him out of the way after it. And it's going to be a free kick off the ball to Ned Harris, who was held on to. So inside defensive 50, which way are they going to kick it now? They've been going cross goal. He's going to go down the line this time. It goes out wide with the kick. Big pack there. Oh, Maddock in the middle. Good mark. Way too strong. And took the mark a long way from goal at half back. But everybody's pretty much forward of the centre circle here as Maddock goes to kick. He flood back now and he goes down the line. Pack there, off hands at the front, Patton. He's wrapped up straight away in the tackle. And we're going to have a ball up on the outer side. We played 10.5 minutes in this final term on the time clock. Thanks to Bowen Foods, sells the freshest fish direct to you, Donga Road, North Geelong.
Well, just slightly forward of the wing, Autumn Street side of the Elderslie Reserve. Tapped down by Wilkinson. Roving done for the Dragons there by Ben Worm, but he was wrapped up, and we'll get another stoppage here. Patton being kept company by O'Dwyer. He's been really good this afternoon. Tobin doing some ruck work. He's actually going to give a free kick as he went over the shoulder of Cam Wilkinson. He is an immovable object. Here's Cam Wilkinson. has really flourished since the retirement of David Fanning a couple of years back. Short kick finds Ned Harris. Ned about 75 from goal, just pokes it into the pocket, and Lloyd on the juggle has taken the mark. No umpire said play on. Well, I'm sure Lloyd had first touch on that. And now there's going to be he paid it in the end, has he? So he's corrected himself. Well, I think he made a mistake to start, but at least he's corrected himself and in a timely fashion. So good decision. That was umpire Brown. And Matty Lloyd, who is a beautiful kick of the footy. I'd probably back him more on the run than the set shot. A chance, if it's not already been put to bed this game, to maybe drive a nail into the Dragons' coffin. Lloyd, a beautiful kick of the footy, one of the best users in the competition. Man on the mark, 45 from goal. He'll kick from just on 50. He gets a good piece of it. On the line they contest, and they send it through for a rush behind to the Dragons defenders, and the margin is 22. 14-8, 92, 10-10, 70. 12 minutes, 15 played on the final quarter. Carrick Bowen Foods time clock.
So Wareham's going to kick in for the Dragons. Comes broadcast side with the kick. Big pack there too, off hands. Shuffled out towards Toolman. And the boundary line. The boundary line will win. And we're going to have a boundary throw in.
Ammo's 88, Drysdale 59.
All done. Oh, the Kershaw household's going to be happy tonight.
Yes.
Oh, are they the likely challenger to Torquay, the Ammos?
Well, you think so, wouldn't you?
Ball's at half back for the Dragons. Handball on the up, finds Wareham, kicks on his left, sends it looking for a flying Sarcevic. He's just gone out of it in this last quarter and a bit. Mick Waters took on the tackle, got a handball away. Kapala, though, dived on the loose footy and then got taken high. It was an indiscriminate tackle over the top from Jones. And Kapala has it right on the Aboriginal flag that's painted it right half back. He'll go short. That's dangerous, looking for Reid. Reid flew for the mark, couldn't complete it, found the loose footy and then was taken down in a tackle. That was an interesting kick from Kapala to a man surrounded.
Fairly risque.
What's a collective noun of Dragons?
Ooh.
A sleigh?
Oh, I like it.
Nice. Oh, that's a high tackle then too from Maris, I think so. So you'll get the free kick, Bell Park. At left half forward. Going to move it quickly. Need some goals here, the Dragons. Nihill pushed off the footy, punched away by Pocock. Falls towards Byrne, his handball. Bove, running back into trouble. You're in real trouble there, Gennaro.
That's gone.
Holding the ball well and truly. Ran
Great
straight
decision.
back into trouble. Jones.
A flight of Dragons.
Right.
Oh, and 50.
Oh, hello.
And 50 as well. So Bove gave away the 50, and Lockie Patton's going to come down and kick the goal because he's going to be on the goal line.
Oh, this is definitely well needed.
So Patton hasn't kicked a goal yet. He's going to now, and he kicks it 11-10-76 Bell Park. Newtown 14-8-92. Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
More importantly, the pendulum is within range, Jace. Let me point out the pendulum.
Oh, the pendulum, eh?
I can hear it swinging. Can you hear it swinging in the background from here?
You can hear something swinging, I tell you.
Collingwood 78, 12-6 have defeated Adelaide 11-8-74. Or Kawana, as they are known.
They continue winning those close ones, don't they?
They do.
Well, speaking of the close one more here. In the next, get a clearance here and inside 50 gives them a chance.
What did you say? Where did you say the margin for St Mary's?
So over 100.
No, I said 40 for St Mary's and the Cats.
No. St Mary's and Lara. How much? 40 goals? No, 40 points.
Yeah, I said if they're competitive, Lara, like last week.
They weren't. Tobin went early in the ruck, but Wilkinson won the tap down. McMahon bangs it long for Newtown to the top of the square. Defensive spoil to the front of the pack. Mitch Diamond is there. Also is Lazaro, but it's cleaned up by Benstead. Handball into the back pocket, sets his teammate a task. Ball spills out. Tobin got back there to help out. Or was it Maris? It's Maris diving on the footy. They're a long way away down there in that forward pocket. We'll get a ball up. About 35 out from the Newtown goal. One more would definitely see this one off, you would think. But they stay alive, the Dragons, within 16 points. Ball into the air. Wilkinson winning the tap down. Ball at ground level. Wareham picked it up. In fact, Patton did. And he jammed it on the boot towards half back. A rolling ball. The numbers there, Newtown. Kapala's around the footy. Handball back, went looking for Pocock, didn't get back to him. And we'll get a ball up at right half forward for the Eagles. 14-8-92, they lead. Bell Park 11-10-76. Final quarter action thanks to Cottage by the Sea. You can register now for Cottage by the Sea's Winter Warmers campaign. Check out cottagebythesea.com.au to get involved.
Wilkinson with a couple of tap downs to the pack. Oh, that was a throw. Was it a leg first? What are you saying? I think he's saying a leg first. No, a throw. Yep. Diamond will take the free kick for the Eagles. Drives it into the top of the 50. No mark taken off hands. Benstead gives it away to Gorman. His handball outboard was okay. Wareham, short little kick. He's okay. Worm takes the mark, plays on. Got to move it all the time. So he goes quickly, he does, gets it out. They go now. Jones, long kick inside 50. Pocock going to read it the better. Doesn't sit for him though. Gets a bad bounce. Might fall back for him a second time. It does, and he gets a great Shepherd as well and goes with a right foot kick. Down behind play. Keep an eye on that. Kirsch. Ball towards Nash in the boundary line. The boundary line will win in the end. And it will be a throw-in on centre wing on the outer side.
Braden Hocking put James Worm on his Tijuana.
It was fair too. It was just like the old school Byron Pickett hip and shoulder.
He didn't see him coming.
Did not.
Nah.
Joey's by 15. Paddy de Grande has 7.
Oh,
Carrock MVP.
Oh.
Tap down Wilkinson. Base of the pack. Maris is there laying a tackle. Matt McMahon had it stolen from his grasp. Maris gave it straight off by hand, I think, to Lucas, who's dragged down. And in fact, no, it's McMahon who's dragged the ground on that outer wing, and we'll get a ball up. True centre wing, Autumn Street side of the ground, or the northern side, if you want to point of reference on the compass. And the margin is 16 to the good of Newtown. From the ruck contest, Charlie Harris just fired a handball out into space, missed a teammate. McMahon will be first there for Bell Park, but Mitch Diamond, big tackle, high was it, or a sling? A sling, it'll be a free kick to McMahon for the Dragons. Back of the wing, and they've got to roll the dice now as we get to the 18-minute mark, and they trail by 16.
Hold to play on McMahon. He just chips it in towards Lucas. Has to sit and wait. Rory Diamond comes at him. Maris comes as well. Lucas handball to Pigeon. He goes with a left foot kick back into the middle. Wareham got to play on at all costs. Bell Park, you'd think. He goes long towards Sarcevic. Got a bit of space. Can't take the mark. Diving. Needs some support. Got some handball. Back towards Jack. His left foot kick out. Oh,
ball by a long way.
Well and truly. I thought the goal umpire was going to call it behind, but it was well and truly out of bounds on the full. And
It's calling it behind.
yeah, Braden Hocking will come back with the free kick in the back pocket.
Just Paddy de Grande had 0 goals till half-time.
Wow, that's some sort of second half from the big 23. He has turned himself into a very, very prominent player in the GFNL over the last 2 years.
Just isolated him in the forward line, did we, after half-time?
Let's just get the ball to him and
Just
see if we can
kick
get back in this game.
Kick him the footy.
I'm happy about that. He was my leading goal kicker tip.
Oh, well done.
So-
Thompson's only
Go
kicked
for
2, which
10.
is disappointing.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, Burke's kicked 6.
He's had a day out, Sam Burke.
Yeah, we're in the right back pocket with Braden Hocking, who brings it back towards our best seats in the house for Apco Cafe 24/7. Flying Foppiani off the back of the pack, taken cleanly by Lloyd. Was able to shrug off the tackle of McMahon and dribble a kick towards Maddock. Maddock just tried to palm it into the path of Lazaro, but missed getting that palm on the footy as cleanly as he would have liked. Boyer sees it out. We'll get a boundary throw in at right half forward, slightly forward of the wing. Just in back play, Birchie. Keep an eye there on big Cam Wilkinson. They'll be looking forward to a week off, the Towners, because they've played the 7 games already. They'll get a week off, play a couple, and then get another week off after the King's birthday weekend. And after playing North Shore in a season opener 6 weeks ago. Boundary thrown. Foppiani doing the ruck work for the moment. Bursting through Lucas's handball. Chance now. Ben Worm threw it on the left boot. A rolling ball towards half forward. A foot race for the footy. Socket off the ground there by Maris. But here's Wilkinson giving it to Walter. Walter's handball had a little bit too much on it, but Burns there. He'll look to cut back on to his left boot, but instead gave a handball back to Bove. Bove snaps a kick over his left shoulder. A high floater to the wing. Spoiled to the front of the pack, taken by Condi. Kicked it straight into the midriff of Mick Waters, who fumbled it. Time to recover. Benstead, Patton, has got players out.
Goes now towards centre half forward. Sarcevic, can he take the mark? We've got to hold anyway. The umpire said no play on. Ball at the back. And Pocock can't get out of the tackle for Newtown. And we're going to have a ball up. 45 out from the Bell Park goal.
Can't concede another goal, Newtown.
They need a goal right now to the Dragons. They're up. Tobin goes up indiscriminately. Umpire says play on. Ball towards the forward pocket. Runs away from a couple. Umpire's out of bounds for a throw in. And Worm getting across No free kick to Ben Worm. It's going to be a boundary throw in the left forward pocket for Bell Park, western end of the ground. And 21 minutes played in this final turn, Barwon Foods time clock. Throw in, Wilkinson and Tobin. Wilkinson tries to get a second tap to it as well. Tobin through the middle. Handball was okay to Lucas. His kick was smothered by Pocock. And Hocking happy to take the tackle. 30 out from the Bell Park goal. We're going to have a ball up.
Just have to goal from this stoppage. They can't afford a clearance here from Newtown if they're to stay alive. The Dragons. Wilkinson sets himself, wins the tap down against the smaller Tobin. Lloyd, a handball on the up. Jones stumbling but unable to release the footy, and that's holding the ball. That's a tough decision there against the Dragons, and the free kick going against Hamish Lucas and to be taken by Mick Condy, who just seems to bob up at the right moments, the veteran. Into the left back pocket he goes to Hocking. They need to go one-on-one here, Kirsch.
They do. They need to just man up all over the ground and see if they can just get another repeat inside forward 50.
Short to Diamond, still inside defensive 50 for Newtown. He's got a couple behind him. He elects though, or he thought about going, and then he did go backwards and to the boundary line.
There's still probably another 8 minutes on the clock, running time. So plenty of time.
Braden Hocking has it in front of the scoreboard. He chips it dangerously over the back, goes towards the middle of the ground, and Patton's got a bit of space. He's got to make weight with his kick. It was good to Lucas. Play on, 40 out, open goal square. Which way is it going to bounce? Through for a goal. Hamish Lucas kicks his first of the afternoon. They're not finished yet, the Parkers. 12-10-82. They trail. Newtown and Chilwell 14-8-92. College by the Sea, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, they've had the last couple of inside forward 50s, and we just spoke about that then, that repeat inside forward 50 to give themselves a chance, and it was their first mark inside forward 50 for the quarter. So just a few things going their way in the last couple of minutes there. They just need to go again now, win this clearance, get it back in their forward half, see if they can hit the scoreboard again. It's only 10 points, it's 2 kicks. And like we said, there's probably 6 minutes left of running time, so plenty of time.
4 winners confirmed in the GDFNL this afternoon. Winchelsea, Werribee Centrals, Inverleigh and East Geelong all picking up 4 points. Belmont Lions lead Bannockburn by 10. Thompson leads Corio by 41. They must be nearly done with those 2 o'clock starts. Back in the middle, I'll get a clearance through James Worm. Rolling ball, attacked off half-back. Byrne burst away from Tobin and then gave a handball over the top. Lazaro sold a teammate up the river. No free kick paid for holding the ball against Harris. And now a free kick being paid for 2 high. Going to Newtown, and Cam Wilkinson, is it at the bottom of that, or is it Lazaro? It's Lazaro on hands and knees. Now gets to his feet, will take the free kick. Wants to play on quickly to the middle of the ground with a lateral kick and finds Pocock. Pocock wants to get moving towards a target that's short, and he finds Gennaro Bove, and he's got it. Happy to possess the footy for the moment. 24 minutes almost played. Margin at 10. Driving kick long inside 50. Nash couldn't mark. Front of the pack numbers there. Sarcevic, that's Charlie giving a handball. Patton on the bounce. I look to roll the dice from half back. The kick that came out of the pack of Merkovic was smothered, and then he might have given away a free kick. He did. Charlie Harris was taken high by Merkovic. He did the wonderful work early with the smother Harris, and then he's won himself a free kick and a shot at goal and a chance to push the margin back out towards 3 goals at 17 points, and maybe then put the Dragons to bed.
St Joey's by 3 points over Leopold at the moment, 31.5 final.
What a game. I can't get the draw. You can't kick half a goal.
Couple of crackers this afternoon. Harris, Charlie with the footy, got one already this afternoon. Kicked 4 last week against Lara. Everybody was kicking them last week. Charlie for his second, a crucial kick as they look to snatch a 4th win of the season. Harris driving kick, and he has missed to the left. Gee, there was no conviction about it. Margin is 11, and the Dragons now have a chance to roll the dice up the middle. Surely you go on the long bomb and just hoping for the best.
Straight down the high diddly. Even a little bit of a torpedo, Kingy. Old school.
Wareham with the football. Plays on, goes long. Jones, Sarcevic, they go up. Probably go against each other in the middle in the end. Oh, Foppione, that was a throw. The umpire said play on. Comes back towards Rory Diamond through the middle, just trying to get it on Bell Park. And they can't do so. Worm is wrapped up on centre wing, James Worm. We're going to have a ball up. Don't know how that goes, but St Joey's are 6 points up now, so that's 3 points.
Oh, there was half a goal.
Was half a goal.
They only need a goal to Leopold now.
Oh, don't.
Leopold Sporties. Tap down James Worm. Lucas went flying through the pack, left the footy behind. Bove one way, then the other, then back the other way. High kick up the shot tower. It goes to the wing. Back with the flight. McMahon with courage for the Parkers. Cleaned up by Wareham. Try to get it to Patton. Patton, Pearson. Ben Worm held without it. Surely umpire said play on. Harris, Diamond tried to get it on to Foppiani. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in, just slightly forward of the wing, favouring Newtown and Chilwell. Westies wing, broadcast side of the ground. Sun setting in the west. And it's Newtown by 11 points as we've played 26 and a quarter minutes on the Barwon Foods time clock.
So a throw in. Wilkinson and Worm. Worm to the front, left fist, only as far as Willow Dwyer. Handball to Ned Harris, who's got cramp too. On centre wing, ball still in play. It goes around the boundary line. Now it's out. And we're going to have another reset with a boundary throw in. 27 minutes played final term. It's 11 points the difference here at Elderslie Reserve in favour of the home side.
Wilkinson front position in the ruck. Worm tried to work him under the foot, he didn't, but Maris at the front of the pack won the ball. Kick towards half forward, ball sits up on its point. Jack Sarcevic took it cleanly. Wonderful release for McMahon. McMahon on the lead, he finds a marking target, Nihill. Nihill quickly gets back off the mark. He's got to have a shot and kick the goal. Nihill. He'll run to about 45, stuttering approach, high, long, ball, and he's threaded it. Big kick from Nihill. Goal of the afternoon contender, and we've got a ball game. 5 points the margin at the 27-minute mark of this final term. As the Parkers look to bounce back from a big loss last week, they stay alive. 27 and a half minutes played. Barwon Foods time clock. Bell Park 13:10:88. Newtown and Chilwell 14:9:93. Nihill kicks his first and just his second since joining the club from the Bendigo Pioneers.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do behind the ball here in Newtown, whether they put a couple back. I know they've put one back already. They're +1. But they're just going to win the clearance here, Bell Park, and surge it forward.
I reckon they're going to put Hamish Lucas on the ball for Bell Park as he runs back on the ground. The ball spills free through the middle. Benstead got one high, the umpire. Did he see it? No, he didn't. Wareham gets the ball. Long kick inside 50. There's the +1. Hocking can't take the mark. Sarcevic got one high.
High.
And the umpire has said yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. I thought they'd missed it at the start.
So did I, because I was watching this umpire.
Yeah. But they got it. And Jack Sarcevic.
Wait for the siren here,
Has the ball.
It's probably a bit early.
Yeah, it's only 28 and a half played in this final term, Barwon Foods time clock.
We've had 6 goals.
Jack Sarcevic has kicked 4 goals this afternoon. And he is shooting for goal from just inside, well, just on 50 probably in the end when he gets there, at the west end of the ground. And there is Luke Maddock going to the goal line as he comes in. Jack Sarcevic, left foot kick. It looks pretty good. It's a great goal! Jack Sarcevic has kicked his 5th, and the Bell Park Dragons lead 14-10-94.
Goodness gracious!
They lead Newtown and Chilwell 14-9-93. Cottage by the Sea, K-Rock final quarter scoreboard, and the twos have gone ballistic in front of us.
Oh, how did this even happen? How did Newtown allow this to happen? 16 points up only a couple of minutes ago. Never say die, Bell Park Dragons.
These are the wins, if they can hang on, that seasons are built on. How much time is left? We have no idea. The theatre of local footy. 29 and a half minutes played on the Barwon Foods time clock. 94 plays 93. They've kicked 4 on the bounce and they lead for the first time since the second quarter. Umpire puts it into the air. Tap down Wilkinson. Matt McMahon flying through, left the footy behind. They'll just try and get it forward, Newtown here. Umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up, a stoppage. 29 and 3/4 minutes played. 94-93, Dragons by a point. Looking for their first win over Newtown since 2018. They will have come from 22 points down if they can hang on. Umpire puts it into the air again. Wilkinson won the tap, just tried to clear the area with the knock. Couldn't get it out of that area. Picked up and cleared by Lloyd. A high ball to half forward. It'll bounce and sit on its point. Reed Tillman had to wait for it. Attacked by James Worm. Well done by Pearce. Picked up the footy. Pearce's handball towards James Worm. Kick taken by Reed and they're away, Newtown.
To the outer side with the kick. Might be okay, it is. Finds Charlie Harris. Shuffles the handball to Charlie Byrne. He goes towards Mick Condy. They're running at centre wing. He goes to the left foot kick towards half forward. Benstead comes across. Matic had a couple on him. Goes towards the boundary line. Handball high. Kick around the corner from Hoey. Out of bounds on the full.
No.
Out of bounds on the full. So 50 from goal. Newtown have got the ball. Charlie Harris has it.
What's he do though, Jace?
Oh, what's he do? He's looking sideways.
They've never played a draw, these two in the GFL.
He goes. He pops it to the top of the square. That's a great kick, is it? Or is that over the shoulder? It has to be to Hocking. No, the umpire says play on. Ball spills free. Short kick out wide. We're going to hit O'Dwyer. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Oh, is that a push in the back? The umpire said throw it in. Throw it in. So 50 around from the Newtown goal. We're going to have a boundary throw in. We've played 31 and a half Bowen Foods time clock in the final term.
There wouldn't be long left. There'd be seconds left, I reckon.
Ball to be hurled back into play. All eyes on the clock. Bell Park by 1, 31 and a half minutes played. Ball tossed back into play. Worm won the tap. Bow flying through, left it behind. Lucas stood up in the tackle, gave a handball to Patton. Jammed it on the boot towards the wing. Reed spoiled it away, then found the loose footy. Jones dumped him in a big tackle. Reed broke out of it though. Gave a handball back. Pocock had his kick smother. Ball at ground level. It's on the wing. Taken down Jones for Bell Park. Ball not coming out. Siren can't be far away. Ball up. 31-58. Make it 32 minutes now played on the Bowen Foods time clock.
Just a bit of sense of football there. Newtown just have to surge it. They can't look for the cute handball. They can't look for the perfect kick inside forward 50. It's just got to go forward any way they can.
So umpire Ganachia with the ball on centre wing. Puts the ball in the air. Wilkinson taps it down. Rove, oh, that's too high. Jack McMahon's going to get a free kick. And that could be the ball game on centre wing. He takes the free kick. Bove will stand the ground on the mark. And Jack McMahon, he just really has to control the football here and try and find somebody to kick to, or down the line, long down the line. He goes with a right foot kick towards Lucas, who goes up off the front. Sarcevic just kicks it out of bounds on the full. So it's going to be Newtown's free kick at half back. So he wants to play on now. Mitch Diamond. Oh, chewed off a little bit. McMahon gets wrapped up in the tackle. The Bell Park boys in front are very happy with that.
We love
it. Matty McMahon wrapped up. And it's going to be a ball up 55 from the Bell Park goal.
Ball into the air. Wilkinson. James Worm. Wilkinson won the tap, but the roving done by Ben Worm. Handball back to Charlie Sarcevic. Missed him. Wareham dived on the foot. He couldn't take it. Bove a rolling maul. Siren. Bell Park in a thriller. A win to remember for the Dragons on a special day here at Elderslie Reserve. Bell Park with win number 5 of the season and their first over the Eagles in 6 years. 14-10-94, 14-9-93. An absolute cracker on KRockFootball.live. Matt Kershaw for the Sporting Globe.
I don't know where to even begin. What do you, as a Bell Park supporter, you think that's wonderful. As a Newtown supporter, you think how could they even get to that position? But Bell Park, it's full credit to them. They were just superb from start to finish. They never ever gave up. Oh, they just got that ball going forward, and they were exciting. They were exciting to watch. You always felt something was going to happen, and that is a win for the ages for Bell Park Footy Club.
It's the narrowest margin between the two clubs since round 6 2016, when Newtown won by 2 points, and there was another 2-point margin back in 1990. That would have been a shootout. 18-16 played 18-14 that day. But today, 14-10-94, 14-9-93, the narrowest margin between these two clubs in their GFNL battles starting back in 1979. An absolute thriller. And Jane Birch is down amongst the throng. I suspect, well, I don't know who your Leopold Sporties is going to be. It may well be, if it's not Jack Sarcevic, you'll be talking to him shortly, I suspect, Birchie. And if it is Jack Sarcevic, you'll have somebody else under the gun for a chat post-game. Where are you, Birchie? You down there amongst it?
I am. I'm right at the back of the pack here, and I've got Matty Jones, and Matty was one of my students as well. But the 4 acts that he did in that final minute and a half were incredible. There was a smother, followed by a huge tackle, and then he did the same thing on the half-forward line. What were those final few seconds like?
Oh, we've just lost you there, Birchie. Might try and get Matty away from the pack a little bit, just to give us a bit of a clearer signal if we can.
We'll just move to the side and see if we can get some better.
Yeah,
there we go,
let's
better
try
access.
that.
All right, let's go again.
just dug deep to win that final. It meant everything to us, so did everything we can to win. Just dug our shoes in. It was pretty good.
And I don't know if you're a noted goal kicker, but I think some of the development team reckon your goal down there at the other end was the goal of the day. How did that feel?
It was pretty good. Pretty lucky, I think.
Forward or back now?
I might go forward.
Well done. Enjoy the celebrations. Fantastic.
Matty Jones there with Jane Birch. We're in the 5th quarter. Thanks to our good friends at the Sandman Mattress Factory. Sleep better with